Get up, you son of a bitch!
Cause Pawn's drunk loves ya.
Keep it light, keep it light, keep it light, keep it light. Get it light, get it light, get it light, get the light beat going. And get the light, and get the light beat going. And get the light, and get the light beat going. Get the light, get the light beat going. Get the light, yeah.
Saturday fight. Saturday, fight night. Come on. Fight night.
No beef, no 50, no game. I keep it with all my might. You know how I do it. I don't even need no
Smash that light.
Doors, dress, no music. No music. No music.
Let's go. You already know this is Pawn's Drunk Boxing, aka Mr. Moonshine himself, aka El Adobo, aka El Sazón, aka El Borracho, aka Café Bustelo, aka Pastor de Boxeo. Ladies and gentlemen, fight night, welterweight division. Ryan Garcia, one of the faces of the sport of boxing. Ryan Garcia going to get another crack at becoming the world champion tonight in Las Vegas, Nevada. The Zone versus Mario Barrios, the reigning WBC welterweight championship of the world. But y'all already know this event is getting overshadowed by a lot of drama in the sport of boxing. A lot of people talking about loyal, disloyal business, but it's free agent. But man, he did this for you, and he did this for you. You should repay him. But it's the sport of boxing. We always say that the sport of boxing is a gangster's playground. Oh man, yeah, in the sport of boxing, you got to learn how to swim with the shark and slither with the snakes. Smash that like button, ladies and gentlemen. Y'all know how to tune in. You already know the name, Punch Drunk. Y'all already know. If you haven't become a member to the channel, become a member to the channel, just like my brother, Breezy. Low Nose Boxing in the building. Let's go. Shout out to all the modern day warriors, modern day gladiators, the one that put their life on the line for pure entertainment. Shout out to all the boxing content creators to keep boxing conversation relevant, boxing conversation going. Let's go. Shout out to all the boxing fans. Shout out to the God believers, the God fearers. You feel me? You know, I know it's Saturday. People are out, in the East Coast, Northeast, preparing for another blizzard. Apologize that I don't think I have been posting consistently after consistent, tough times. It's tough times, man. Tough times. I got to will myself to get in the groove of things to go live. Tough times. Sometimes when you go this ups and downs in life. So, going through a little bit of a crisis, but it is what it is, man. Trying to keep my enthusiasm, try to keep my laughter, my whatever you want to call it. Yeah, man. A lot of drama in the sport of boxing. Also, this Sunday we got Clarissa Shields, D-Quote, versus Franchon Crew de Jeune. They already fought in Franchon Crew de Jeune. In Clarissa Shields' debut, they already fought 4 times. There was a brawl out there. Franchon Crew de Jeune forgot that she's gonna be fighting tomorrow. She was about to go and have a brawl with the people out there. Like, this is crazy. Hey, yo, shout out to Kick. We in Kick as well. Shout out to my peoples in Kick. We're gonna go live in Kick as well. Yeah, man. Punch, come to us. All right, I'm there. I'm in Kick now. We live on Kick. We trying to go live on TikTok as well. We right here on YouTube, of course. But we gotta elevate. Punch Drunk Boxing, aka Mr. Moonshine. Gotta elevate, baby. Gotta elevate. There's a new sheriff in town. There's been a new sheriff in town, and his name is Turki Alalshikh. Right? He's been a new sheriff in town. But what I've been saying since day one, shout out to Turki Alalshikh. He's just doing what business is doing. Everybody always talking about the art of war. We're going to be talking about the art of war. We're going to be talking about what's right, what's wrong, what's just due. You know what I'm saying? Of course, this event has been overshadowed with the drama of Vergil Ortiz versus Golden Boy Promotions. Vergil Ortiz, the #1 ranked ring fighter, ranked by Ring as #1 in 154-pound division, one of the most stacked division in the sport of boxing, and probably the stacked division in the sport of boxing, interesting division in the sport of boxing, lucrative division in the sport of boxing, in which Conor Benn could also right there be entertain himself in a 154-pound division. We seen Earl Spence. He's out there in Las Vegas, Nevada. Probably he won, you know what I'm saying? Probably going to see some action. Of course, Frank Martin, his fight, is going to be fighting as well today. We got Gary Antoine Russell Tweezy, a.k.a. Tweezy, going to be performing today. Man, it's been a good week in the sport of boxing. Been a good week in the sport of boxing. Smash that like button, ladies and gentlemen. Smash that like. Smash that like. We're going to be talking about a couple of things, man. Salute Justin in the building. What's good, man? Justin, you haven't become a member yet, Just? Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Y'all already know this Sunday. All right, ladies first. Okay. I mean, I'm not a fan of the big card. I'm not a fan of the card. You know what I'm saying? It's not like the most valuable promotions, women cards. You feel me? It ain't like that. But it is one of the faces of women boxing and Clarissa Shields, arguably the face of women boxing. You know what I'm saying? Alongside with Katie Taylor, pound for pound, ranked #1 currently. Alongside Amanda Serrano, the 7th Division World Champion, featherweight undisputed, La Reina de Boricua, Brooklyn, New York City. You know? Franchon Cruz de Jour, their former super middleweight undisputed champion of the world. Clarissa Shields pushed Franchon Cruz de Jour in the weigh-in, created another chaos. It's funny because Clarissa Shields pushed Franchon Cruz de Jour. Then Franchon Cruz de Jour's people had problem with Clarissa Shields people, and there was a fight going on, and you already know that. I don't know if that was Franchon Cruz de Jour's husband. You know what I'm saying? Because I think she is married and stuff like that. And then she was about to go fight, and you could see you could read the lips of Clarissa Shields say, "Franchon, you gonna throw the fight away? We got to fight tomorrow. You gonna throw the fight? You gonna throw the fight? So why you pushed her? Huh? Why you pushed her? You feel me?" Hector in the building, what's good? Why you pushed her? Why you trying to create some type of fake ass chaos knowing that's your friend? Because Clarissa Shields and Franchon Cruz de Jour, they friends. Friends forever. They like Kelly Kapowski and Lisa. And Jesse. Shout out to my Saved by the Bell. You know what I'm saying? Back yeah, I used to watch that, all right? I used to watch Screech, Zach Morris, AC Slater. Yes, I used to watch it. Yeah, I used to watch it. Rest in peace, Screech. You know? Shit. Talking about Saved by the Bell, you saw when Zach Morris and AC Slater fought. If those friends could fight, well, damn it, Shakur Stevenson and Keyshawn Davis, y'all could fight too. Talking about that as well. Shakur Stevenson doing a lot of interviews out there. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Stephen A. Smith. Shout out to Cameron and Mace. I like the way that Mace was interviewing Keyshawn Davis. You know what I'm saying? He like, nah, y'all friends. You really think so? Why you don't want to fight? He was asking tough questions. He ain't trying to be your friend. But the walls is closing in on those two, though. The walls is closing in. You know what I'm saying? Because we hear Keyshawn Davis said, "I'm the best. Nobody could beat me." Shakur Stevens said, "I'm the best. Nobody could beat me." All right? If it's gonna be you, if y'all gonna be the last two, y'all ain't gonna fight. You ain't gonna fight Keyshawn. You ain't gonna fight Shakur. Shakur said that the only way that he fight Keyshawn Davis, they give him $500 million. All I know is this. I know this. I know Shakur. If I say, I'm gonna say this, and I know that Shakur Stevenson can't say, "Yo, punch, you lying." And I can say this also, and I know that Keyshawn Davis can't say, "Not punch, you lying." And shout out to Keyshawn Davis, DB3, gonna have their own event out there in Virginia in April. I know, Shakur, when you started this boxing journey, you ain't start this boxing journey and wanted to be great, wanted to be the greatest of all time, thinking about Keyshawn Davis. I know that for a fact, right? Come on now. Come on, Shakur. Shout out to Shakur Stevenson. Masterful performance out there in Madison Square Garden, January 31st. Beating my guy, Teofimo Lopez, the two-time lineal champion. A lot of people's going to question what's going to happen next. People are saying, "Yo, Teo, you got to fire your father. You got to fire your father." Nah, Teo said yesterday, "Nah, my father stays with me." That's what I'm talking about, son. They want me out the corner. Bruh, they want me out the corner, son. You gonna leave? You gonna fire me? Nah. You ain't going nowhere, Dad. You ain't going nowhere, Dad. It's me and you. Oh, you know what I'm saying? We started this and we're gonna end it together. A lot of people don't like that. People want Tio to fire the dad. Nah. The train of the year 2020 stays. Yeah, he was giving some good instructions. Shout out to Teofimo Lopez Sr. You know why he was giving good instructions? Because he was saying what everybody else in Madison Square Garden was saying, damn it. Hey, yo, Teofimo Lopez Sr. was giving the same instruction that you was giving watching the fight. Huh? You was on the TV or you was out there in Madison Square Garden saying, yo, what happened to Teofimo Lopez Power? Yo, man, why you getting hit with the same jab? Yo, wake up. You ain't fighting with enthusiasm. You were saying the same stuff that Teofimo Lopez Sr. was saying. So when he was saying that, you like, why he saying that he ain't giving good instructions? If you was in the corner, you would be giving the same damn instructions that Teofimo Lopez Sr. was giving his son. What happened to your power, bro? What happened to your power, bro? Come on. Mira, dale, por ¿qué está pasando? Tú sabes que ese tipo corre también y tú no estás poniendo a correr. Shit. So you gotta be like this. What happened to my power, man? I feel like I'm in Space Jam. Like, yo, the monsters took my power alongside with Charles Barkley and Muggsy Bogues and Patrick Ewing. Sí, entonces de Los Santos, el platanero, el mangú con los 3 golpes made Shakur Stevenson run. You know what I'm saying? A lot of these fighters made Shakur Stevenson back up. We thought that Teofimo Lopez was going to make this dude back up. Teo like, I don't know. But of course, we're going to be talking about that, of course, because, you know, once you win, it stays with you for a long time. And when you lose in the sport of boxing, it stays with you for a long time as well. Smash that like button. Smash that like. Hey, yo, Dana White is planning his flag in the sport of boxing. Shout out to Sufa. Shout out to Sufa. But let's start this off right quick. Because, of course, we already know what's going on. A lot of drama in the sport of boxing. Vergil Ortiz, one of my favorite fighters, but I don't like that this drama, this situation with him and Oscar De La Hoya, Golden Boy Promotions. They've done a wonderful job. Oscar De La Hoya signed Vergil Ortiz by the age of 18. Not only has helped him out, you know what I'm saying, in his career, but also have helped the family of Vergil Ortiz outside of the ring. Vergil Ortiz in his last interview, matter of fact, with Aka Barack, in his last interview, big interview, he said, I got no problems with Oscar De La Hoya. I'm cool with Oscar De La Hoya when they were trying to bait him in probably finding out that they was trying to ask some questions. Yo, Canelo Alvarez said this about Oscar. Canelo Alvarez said this. What is your relationship with Golden Boy Promotion and Oscar? We seen Ryan have problems with Oscar De La Hoya and Golden Boy Promotion. What is your relationship? Vergil Ortiz said, I got a great relationship. And then 2 weeks later, he's suing. Because the money. But what kind of money? Is it good money? Is it dirty money? All money ain't good money. But let me tell you like this. If you've been following the channel, I've been saying this for I've been saying this since the beginning. I've been saying this since the beginning. I may be a drunk with a mic. I mean, might not be nobody. You know what I'm saying? For some people, I'm very smart. For some people, I'm very stupid. Okay. I understand, my friends. All right. But I think that people are going to start listening to your boy Punch Drunk Boxing because I keep it unbiased, logically, and objectively. And sometimes when you keep it, most of the time when you keep it unbiased, logically, and objectively, it's not about, it's not about that what I'm saying is not facts or it's true. Is that some people just can't handle the truth. Some people are comfortable with the lie. We're living in the world today that people are comfortable with the lie. We are living in the world today that people are comfortable with the lie and uncomfortable with the truth. Look, this is social media. A lot of people's on social media already. So a lot of people is living through perception. People got double lives. It's not only a husband, they get a mistress on the side that's living a double life. Almost everybody on social media is living a double life. Ain't nobody gonna be posting their hardship on social media. Ain't nobody gonna be posting when they broke or when they don't got their ladies when they don't got their makeup on. They ain't gonna be posting their booty when it's running out of them shots. They ain't gonna be posting their lips when it's running out of them shots. Ain't no girl gonna be posting the before and after when they get their melons done. You gonna post the best of you? You're gonna post a perception of you. When you get when you get new gear, that's when you go and post. When you get your kid, some of them deadbeat dads, be getting their kids on Easter Sunday, and that's when they want to take a lot of pictures with their kids and stuff like, yo, I'm a good father. Look at my son. I don't even know his shoe size. A lot of people living through perception. Reality is like people want to move away from reality. And the more that we get these technology, a lot of people want to move away from tech. You know what I'm saying? Like I said early on, I'm going through a little bit of a crisis right now. I hope y'all smash that like button. Hey, yo, donate to the channel. I ain't lying, but I'm not afraid. I'm not afraid to be real. I'm not afraid to be real. You want to support the work, support the work. Damn it. Yeah, I'm going through a little financial crisis. I'm honest, man. I'm on. I think this is helping me out right now. This like me going live and me talking boxing. That's the beauty about Punch on Boxing. I give the goods and the bad and the ugly. You know what I'm saying? I just did an interview. I did an interview with Gary Antoine Russell. I was tipsy, bro. Man, I was tipsy. I said, hey, yo, Gary Antoine, man. Yo, when you gonna fight? Who you want next, man? Forget about the fight. Who you want next? If you feel, go watch the interview I had with Gary Antoine Russell. I posted it the other day. I'm like, damn, I was bad. I looked bad, but hey, it is what it is. I'm Punch on Boxing anyway. Who takes me serious? But we know in the sport of boxing that it's very political. We know in the sport of boxing it's very corruption. Maybe the only thing that's pure in the sport of boxing is those 36 minutes, if it does go 36 minutes. But the only thing pure in the sport of boxing is when those two warriors are duking it out. Pause. But you understand what I'm trying to say. That's it. Everything outside of the sport of boxing, man, I'm going to tell you like this, man, drama. Golden Boy Promotion has done a wonderful job for Vergil Ortiz, and Matchroom Boxing has done a wonderful job for Conor Benn. So why will Vergil Ortiz want to sue Oscar De La Hoya and Golden Boy Promotions, and why Conor Benn is going to leave a happy home? We seen the good and we seen the bad with Conor Benn while he wasn't under Matchroom, and they stood by his side. We seen the good and the sick with Vergil Ortiz when he was on Golden Boy Promotions, and they stuck with him with the good, the bad, the sick. It's like a marriage, right? Huh? Gotta be, are you gonna be with your husband or your wife through sickness and health, through death do us part? Huh? But in all reality, I don't think that Conor Benn was disloyal to Eddie Hearn. I don't think so. But it does seem like Vergil Ortiz was unloyal to Oscar De La Hoya and Golden Boy Promotions. So I put the poll up there and I say, yo, who you think is disloyal or loyal? I know there's going to be a lot of people. There's going to be a lot of fighters. There's going to be like, yo, but this is boxing. You know what I'm saying? This is boxing. We put our life on the line, yo. We trying to get the best deal as possible. We trying to get the most money out of it just like everybody else. The fighters are catching on. The fighters have become like the powers that be. Because we also seen when fighters lose, promoters leave them. We seen when Elvis Rodriguez lost to Kev Smith Jr., Top Rank dropped him. We seen when Subriel Matias lost to Liam Paro. Matchroom dropped him. Right? We seen it before. We seen fighters sue. We seen Mikey Garcia. We seen Nonito Doné had problems with Top Rank. We seen Andre Ward did what he had to do. We seen the Demetrius Andre and his. We seen the Canelo Alvarez and Golden Boy before Golden Boy Promotion, All-Star Promotion. We seen it all. Some of these fighters are ungrateful, malagradecidos. Some of these fighters need to do what they got to do. But we also seen that the business of boxing have shitted on other fighters. But I don't think that Eddie Hearn, nor my guy Oscar De La Hoya is keeping it all the way real. I'm talking about 100%. Because let's just start with this statement right here. Because last week we heard Dana White Eddie Hearn going back and forth. And Eddie Hearn was going hard. Pause. Eddie Hearn was going hard. Huh? And everybody was laughing. Everybody saying, hey, yo, Eddie Hearn got Dana White on this one. Hey, yo, the whole boxing world was like, yo, Eddie, you got Dana White on this one. Eddie Hearn was like, right now, Dana White got a new daddy, and his name is Turki Alalshikh. Turki Alalshikh is Dana White's papi, and he got to do whatever he's told. Wow. Y'all remember that just several days ago, right? Huh? Help me out in the chat. Y'all remember that? Y'all remember that? Y'all remember? This was just a couple of days ago. Smash that like button. This was just a couple of days ago, folks. I don't see nobody in the chat. Hold on. Let me see. My things froze. Hold on. Hold on. I see people in the chat. Let me see. Nobody writing on the chat. He's all right. Let me keep on going there. All right. Says right now, Dana White's got a new daddy, and his name is Turki Alalshikh. Turki Alalshikh is Dana White's papi, and he got to do whatever he's told. So I want to ask this. If Dana White is doing what he's told, and Eddie Hearn is saying that, why don't Eddie Hearn just stop being around the bush and point the finger at the people that you really have an issue with? You don't got an issue with Dana White because you just told that Dana White does what Turki Alalshikh, what he's told by Turki Alalshikh. Why don't you say, damn, Turki Alalshikh gonna tell Dana White to sign my fighter? Oscar De La Hoya, my brother. They say that Matchroom Boxing gave a 3-fight deal. 3-fight deal to Virgil Ortiz, offered him. As you all know, see, Eddie Hearn was focused and busy trying to snatch Virgil Ortiz underneath Oscar De La Hoya, and Dana White was snatching Conor Benn underneath Eddie Hearn. Matchroom Boxing. Should have mind your own business. Eddie Hearn on this one. I like Eddie. I think he's one of the best promoter in the sport of boxing. He actually promotes. And y'all already know how I feel about the golden one. Oscar De La Hoya, 6th division world champion, has mastered the art in and out the ring. But y'all don't want to keep it real because you don't want to burn the thickest bridge and the most strongest bridge in the sport of boxing today. You guys don't have a problem with Dana White. You guys don't. Eddie, you don't have a problem with Dana White. No. Oscar De La Hoya, you don't have a problem with Dana White. You just don't want to say that you got a problem with Turki Alalshikh. The art of war. Turki Alalshikh is making y'all fight, but everybody knows that who you guys are mad at. But y'all don't want to say it publicly. Say it. I dare you. Say it. I dare you, Eddie. Do you have a problem with me? No. It's just Dana White and the Super. Do you have a problem with the Super? Oscar, do you have a problem? Do you? I dare you, motherfucker. I dare you to mention my name. I dare you. Don't talk about Dana White. I dare you. Come on. That's what they got a problem with. Shout out to Turki Alalshikh. If you follow the channel, I said, what did I say, man? For the people that have been following the channel for and this situation with Turki Alalshikh emerging in the sport of boxing, I said it. I said that Turki Alalshikh is going to snatch. It is going to snatch everything underneath the promoters and the sanctioning body. While the world of boxing, hey, yo, Turki, you done a wonderful job. You coming to, hey, Turki already knew what the sport of boxing was all about. It's a gangster's playground. Oh, you think that Turki Alalshikh was gonna come here nice? Now, oh yeah, you do. Yes, let's do business together. Sign this, top rank. Yes, you Eddie Hearn. How do you do it, Eddie? I've heard a lot of things about you. I love what you're doing in the sport of boxing. I love your father as well. Yes, let's do the business. Signed it. Oscar De La Hoya, you warrior. Sign this. Yes, all of you to work with me. Yes. Dana White, prepare. Dana White, prepare what I will do to this motherfuckers over here. Prepare. I WC Mauricio, how are you doing? Yes, give me a hug. Oh, I love your father, Jose Suleiman. Yes. Darrow's people, my brother from another mother. RBF, good job. My Puerto Rican, Boricua, how are you doing, WBO, my friend? Yes, Paco, retire, good. I like the new guy. How are you, WBA? How are you doing, my friend? Yes. All right. Do you know what prepared the new belt? I got them, all of them. They really think I'm their friends. Yep. Since day one, I saw it. You know what it is? You know, I'm going to tell you like this. You know why I could see shit like that from a mile away? When you a street kid, I'm talking about a street kid. I ain't talking about just living in the hood and just staying at home and being a nerd. If you a street kid and you see deals and business and drug game and this game, pimp game, all that, boxing is so easy to see the next move. It's so easy to see the next move. That's what I said from day one. What I said from day one. Y'all follow the channel. Dímelo Maria. No boxing fan in the building. Shout out. Any boxing fan in the building. What's good? What I've been saying since the beginning. I said that Turki Alalshikh was going to snatch the rug underneath the promoters and the belt federations. And the thing is, I love the move. And I'm not saying that I love the move, like, damn, it's good that he's doing what he's doing. In the end of the day, this is the sport of boxing. Once new money comes, man, they're trying to plant their flag, just like Al Heyman did to Golden Boy Promotions. Just like when Oscar De La Hoya was coming through. And Top Rank didn't like Oscar De La Hoya and Golden Boy Promotions. And then PBC didn't like Al Heyman. And then here comes Matchroom Boxing into the American market. And then Top Rank and Oscar De La Hoya and PBC didn't like it. And then here comes Turki Alalshikh. But Turki Alalshikh did it the way that these guys couldn't see. I want to break bread with all of you. Here's money. Here's how much is your fighter? I would give $15 million. And the promoters was like, what? Shit, I don't even got to build this fighter. I get my 20% as a promoter, 25%, I'm good. And once they sign, you see all them deals? Once they sign, oh yeah, we do business with you. I love what Turki is doing because he's working, all of us is working together. You know who saw that shit a mile away also? Al Heyman, probably, because he didn't get in the mix. Like in the beginning, he didn't get in the mix like everybody else. He said, oh, yeah, he doing. Al Heyman probably was like, he's doing what I'm doing, what I did to Golden Boy Promotions. Same shit. Did I not say from the beginning that Turki Alalshikh is Al Heyman with a turban? I did say that. I say it's the same blueprint. But see, but a lot of people didn't want to listen to Punch Drunk Boxing because I understand this community in the YTBC, the YouTube boxing community, and everybody else. There is a community out there that just didn't like PBC. I understand it. So when I match the business model of Al Heyman PBC to Reha Season Turki Alalshikh, people didn't like, no, shut up, Punch. Hell no, we love Turki. I hate Al Heyman. We love Turki. We hate. Same business model, just more power, more money behind it. No, I like Turki because he got all the promoters working together and stuff like that. Yeah, just like PBC had all the promoters working together and stuff like that, like Lou DiBella and Tom Brown and Manny Pacquiao Promotions and Leonard Ellaby made with the promotions and Samson Promotion and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? And Cameron Duncan and stuff. Yeah, it was the same business model. Reha Season is a show. PBC is a show. But because the boxing world didn't want to listen because this hate, this narrative, you couldn't see what was coming. But I saw what was coming. And I'm going to keep on saying it throughout the whole live. I'm going to say it throughout the whole live. I said that Turki Alalshikh is going to snatch the rug underneath the promoters and the sanctioning bodies. And everybody is mad at my brother, Turki Alalshikh, but their arms is too short to box with God. So they can't express themselves. But behind the scenes, they like, damn, he got us. Behind the scenes, I know. Oscar's like, damn it, he got us. Eddie Hearn behind the scene, damn it, he got us. Bob at Rim, damn it, he got us. Damn it, he got us. Man, in the 50 years in the sport of boxing, I never thought that. Man, I was going to lose I'm 90 years old, you know what I'm saying? My eyes is blurry, but yeah, he got us. Oh, you don't think it's a coincidence, folks? You telling me that Top Rank? Now, let's go to the conspiracy theory. If y'all want a conspiracy theory, let's go to the conspiracy theory. You telling me that Top Rank over 50 years have been a highly accomplished, well-oiled machine promotional company, and you telling me that Top Rank can lock in a network deal all of a sudden? Golden Boy Promotions can lock in a DAZN deal all of a sudden, just fight by fight. PBC can't get a budget? Huh? Oh, you think that that's not a coincidence? Ladies and gentlemen, it is. Queso, dímelo queso in the building, dímelo queso. He said punches early, no counting punch today. No, we gotta work, queso, we gotta work. We gotta work, queso. How's everything, my brother? La música de queso in the building, la música de queso, the humanitarian of the YTBC. Se lo dijo, la música de queso, de que está. It's early, it's Saturday, it's early, ladies and gentlemen, it's early.
He is rich. He's got his own money. I say he's got his own money. I mean, the boy has got his own money.
We preaching. They ain't gonna like what I'm about to say. They don't like what I'm about to say, bro. They don't like it. Hey. Yes, DJ Camelo, Alex Sensation, págame la música. Shout out to my brother Queso. Queso con lo $100. Super Chari Parique a comprar comida china al buffet mañana con la familia. It's gonna be a storm out here in New York City. So Mary, no tomorrow. God bless you, my brother. God bless you. You already know, my brother. Queso. What do we want? What do we need? Yo, every time, you ever look at that Jackie Hernandez? Huh? I hope my queen, Jackie Hernandez, is doing okay, because I haven't seen her for a long time, Jackie. I want to know what's going on, okay? After Jackie Hernandez, hey, Jackie, after that, the Canelo Alvarez in Bo Crawford, when you said that you're going to have a barbecue with the ex, ya tú te fuiste, okay? The ex took you away from us? That was a shock signing. Eddie played it wrong, though. He should have been like, it's all good. I let him go get his money real quick. He'll be back. Facts. You know what? It just lead to that as well. Facts what Kessel just said. You know why? Because he could do what Devin Haney did. See, Devin Haney, I give props to Devin Haney on this one. But also, Eddie Hearn was talking shit to Devin Haney after, right? Devin Haney said, I'm going to go to Top Rank because you can't provide me the undisputed, right? You can't provide me the undisputed, so let me go to Top Rank, fight George Kambosos, get the rematch, get Lomachenko, and I promise I'm going to do business right back. I'm going to come right back to you when I get those world titles. He actually did. He came right back to Matchroom Boxing, got the pay-per-view event versus Regis Progress, but then he left again to go to Board Promotions, and that's when Eddie got mad. See, the thing is, the thing about Eddie is a good business, but he's still young. See, but Crawford has left Top Rank, but Crawford don't got no problem. Shakur Stevenson was a free agent. He left, but Bob Arum didn't have a problem. Yeah, yes, go leave. I have Keyshawn, I have Emiliano Vargas, I have Abdullah Mason, because Top Rank is a well-oiled machine. They're always going to get the best amateur. They're always going to get the best. It doesn't matter. Go ahead. Top Rank, they lost Floyd Mayweather. Oh, go ahead. They lost Oscar De La Hoya. Go ahead. They lost. Even, put it this way. Top Rank, at the time when they had Edgar Berlanga wanted to leave. Go ahead. We don't even want to deal with you. We'll break the contract. Go ahead. I'm too old for this shit. He's sick. She been going. I always thought that she was your burner. La. Shout out to Jackie. Hey, Jackie. Hey, people get busy. They say fucking boxing. I don't want to hear it no more. I don't want to hear about potro boxing anymore. Me voy aquí. I'm leaving out of here. Yo, but I'm gonna tell you like this. Hey, yo, Eddie Hearn, basically, yo, Eddie Hearn was almost crying, bro. It was like heartbroken. He said, mate, I just didn't see it coming. He said, yo, you know what Eddie Hearn said? Eddie Hearn said, it's my fault. Eddie Hearn sounded Eddie Hearn sounded like, you know, when a dude gets in a breakup or want to break up with a girl, but then he gives the excuse that, no, it's me. It's me. It's not you. It's me. You know, it's me. It's not you to like smooth shit up. No, it's me. I was the problem. I was the problem. It was me because you thought you had Conor Benn right here. That's why Eddie Hearn is mad. Eddie Hearn said in the interview I didn't even have to offer him because he thought that Conor Benn is just going to sign with you for the rest of his life. You know, I was with him when he was sick. I was with him. Yeah, this is boxing, Eddie. You forgot? You one of the you got a big slice of the pie in the sport of boxing. You forgot. You got too comfortable. You got too comfortable, Eddie. Probably you shouldn't have been sniffing in somebody else's backyard. Probably Eddie Hearn, you should have never been tampering with Virgil Ortiz, huh? Maybe Eddie Hearn, my brother, one of the best promoters in the sport of boxing. If you wasn't trying to snatch Virgil Ortiz underneath Oscar De La Hoya and Golden Bro Promotions, maybe Dana White wouldn't be snatching Conor Benn underneath you. See, you should have mind your own business, Eddie Hearn. You should have mind your own business. This ain't the first time. What goes around comes around. Huh? What goes around comes around. Hey, yo, I'm gonna tell you like this. There's a lot of good people. What I said the other day in the other live, I said, if you meet a friend in the sport of boxing, damn it, keep them. Because in the sport of boxing, 90% of the people are snakes. Snakes. Or let's not be snakes, disloyal. Or maybe it's just business. It's just the business of boxing. It is what it is. It's a gangster's playground. You got to learn how to swim with the shark and slither with the snakes. This is the sport of boxing. Dímelo, Joaquin. Me dice que eso. My tinfoil that tells me that after Eddie lost that 5 versus 5 against Warren, it had Turkey looking at other people. He lost mad bags fucking with Hearn. Oh, you know why? You know why? Because in the beginning, these guys was like, oh, shit. He's helping us out. Damn, we getting money from Turkey. Damn, good. We getting money from Turkey. And then we saw that now they was hustling Turkey. It looked like they started to get that bag, and then they started hustling Turkey. And the fighters didn't want to fight like they got nothing to lose. Even the fighters was holding back. Let's not forget. Let's bring up his name again. I get a lot of props. But remember when Devin Haney fought Jose Ramirez? Bill Haney, shout out to Bill Haney, one of the best managers in the sport of boxing, did say, we wanted to secure the bag. That's why we fought like that versus Jose Ramirez. Come on. We wanted to secure the bag so we could get the Ryan Garcia. They didn't go all out. They was playing defenses. Why would I go all out if I got the big bag waiting for me? Why would I go all out if I got the Ryan Garcia bag waiting for me? Even Ryan Garcia didn't want to go all out because probably he was thinking about that Devin Haney money versus Rolly Romero. Shit. I didn't want to take the type of risks. It's too much money. Too much money. People ain't going all out. Hey, yo, we don't see Turki Alalshikh jumping on his seat. Hey, yo, let me tell you like this. Even Canelo Alvarez versus Bud Crawford, let's be honest. Historic victory. But the performance wasn't like overwhelming. Look at Shakur Stevenson versus Teofimo Lopez. Historic victory. Shakur Stevenson became a 4-division world champion. But it wasn't a overwhelming performance like, yo, I got to see this fight again. There a lot of fights. Look at how Uwe performed. He ain't look like the monster. Look like how Nakatani performed. He ain't look like the monster. Look like Ryan Garcia performed. He didn't look like the Ryan Garcia. He didn't look like Flash. Deontay Wilder. They didn't want to throw a punch because he got that money. He was thinking about that money waiting for him with Anthony Joshua. These guys probably are fighting in a way that, yo, I know what Turki Alalshikh want. You know what I'm saying? So look at Canelo Alvarez versus William Skull. He didn't want to cut the ring off. He didn't want to fight. I got the Bud fight in my bag already. I got it in the bag. Turki Alalshikh was given the type of money that people ain't going to go all out. Because one of the mistakes that Turki did is that Turki was always saying that there's another big fight after this fight. Just like when Anthony Joshua was fighting Ottawa Lane and Deontay Wilder was fighting, if they win, they have a fight in March. Devin Haney and Ryan Garcia, why Turki Alalshikh just didn't put the fight instead of putting Ryan Garcia versus Rolly and Devin Haney versus Jose Ramirez would have had the fight, and look how they perform. So he's promising another big fight. People are going to hold back. Why would I go all out? I'm going to hold back. And now you got these managers in the sport of boxing. Shout out to Keith Connolly. Oh, man, Keith Connolly. Yo, I'm going to tell you like this. Eddie Hearn hates Keith Connolly. Eddie Hearn hates Keith Connolly, but the number one manager in the sport of boxing today is Keith Connolly. Oh, yeah, if you got a manager like that. Hold on, ladies and gentlemen. Hold on. Let me put the picture up. Let's put the picture up. Hold on. Give me a sec. Let's put the picture up, ladies and gentlemen. Man, this is why Eddie Hearn mad. Folks. But you can't knock it. You can't knock this. One fight, $15 million. Conor Benn. And his next fight could probably be in America. $15 million. Keith Connolly did it again. Keith Connolly got Edgar Berlanga the Canelo Alvarez fight, and then got him another big fight after his loss versus Shiraz in New York City. Keith Connolly got Conor Benn, the manager Conor Benn again, alongside the Eubank fight. Keith Connolly, the manager of Teofimo Lopez, got him a packed Madison Square Garden headliner versus Shakur Stevenson. Well, let me tell you like this. Keith Connolly, he's going to put you in the mix. Keith Connolly's going to get you to the promised land. Now it's up to the fighter to do his part. But Keith Connolly, I haven't seen a manager like this in the sport of boxing. This guy is riches and hitches. Where riches and hitches? Madison Square Garden versus George Camboso knockout. Got him in this card as well. Keith Connolly saying, don't worry, folks. I got direct line. I don't need a promoter. And that's the reason why Eddie Hearn does not like Keith Connolly. Because, let me take this thing out of the way, ladies and let me take this thing out of the way. Hold on. The reason, see, the promoters thought that they're the only ones that have a direct line to Turki Alalshikh. But Turki Alalshikh, these people forget that Turki Alalshikh came into the sport of boxing and say, I want to get rid of all the middlemen. I don't want to have direct line with their fighters. When Edgar Berlanga did not want to re-sign with Matchroom Boxing, Eddie Hearn didn't like that. He didn't like that. But Keith Connolly already got the direct line to make these deals. I don't need your 20%. I don't need your 20% out of my fighter's pocket. See, at the end of the day, that's why these guys are mad at the managers. See, Golden Boy Promotion is mad at Rick. Matchroom Boxing is mad at Keith Connolly. You heard Eddie Hearn today. He said, see, Keith Connolly, he just got with Conor Benn. He wasn't there when we was there for him. He wasn't there when we was there for him. See, what these managers have, one of the things I got to give credit to these managers, whether you like them or not, whether you think it's right or you think it's wrong, these managers remember what they're doing. Trust, they look out for themselves as well because they get their 20% as well. But they are not brainwashing these guys, but they taking that element of care. They taking that element of consciousness. They taking that element of, oh, you got to be loyal because they give you an opportunity when you didn't have an opportunity. I'm gonna tell you like this. This is one of my strengths and weaknesses. This is one of my strengths and weaknesses. Y'all heard the saying, "You too loyal for your own good." I'm like that. I'm loyal. You know what I'm saying? People get heartbroken because they loyal. You know what I'm saying? That's what it is. People get heartbroken because you feel like you're loyal to a person, and they don't, and then they're ungrateful. The reciprocation is there, but when you love when you standing on your square and you loyal, you don't really focus on the reciprocation of it because you're doing from the heart. Not everybody is equal at a certain time. Just like if you have a friend, right? They may have more money than you have money at the time. You're not in position to help them financially, but they're in the position to help you. So you can't match that. So you do other things that they could do. Some people are good in fixing stuff, like fixing cars. And bro, I could be there for you. You don't even got to pay the mechanic. Let me fix this for you, bro. I know this, blah, blah, blah. You understand? Like people is there for not everybody while they're in position, not everybody is equal in every aspect. Some people are good. Hey, yo, I'm good with the hands in plumbing. You know what I'm saying? I could save you money. You don't got to go and call a plumber that's going to charge you like $500 and stuff like that, $1,000. I'll help you out, bro. Man, we just have a beer and stuff like that. Yeah. And you cook, we barbecue and we watch the game. So there's people like that in life. That's why you can't don't mistreat anybody in life, because you never know how they're going to be there for you. Some people are good even with conversations. There's going to be people out there that, they could help you. They could help you financially, but they can't help you with confidence, motivation, inspiration. Hey, yo, let's go for a run. Nah, come on, let's go for a run. We got to get in shape. Let's go for a run, my brother. You know what I'm saying? So, y'all understand what I'm trying to say, right? Christian in the building was good. So I don't believe that Conor Benn was disloyal to Eddie Hearn. You know why? Because he's a free agent. Eddie Hearn, if you was loyal to Conor Benn, why don't you sign him to a lifetime deal? Right? That's loyal. Ladies and gentlemen, Amanda Serrano signed a lifetime deal with Most Valuable Promotion, and she was comfortable with it. They offer her a lifetime deal. She signed a lifetime deal. Amanda Serrano is always going to be good, and they give her a power position within the Most Valuable Promotions. They gave her a power position. You see all them girls? Is Amanda Serrano facilitating it. Jake Paul and Akisa was so good to Amanda Serrano. Not only that she's there as a fighter, they have her as a partner. That's looking out for somebody. That's loyal. How about this? Does Anthony Joshua have stakes on Matchroom Boxing? Do you have given him shares for all the money that Anthony Joshua has made for Matchroom Boxing? Did Barry Hearn and Eddie Hearn says, you know what? I want you to get 15% of Matchroom Boxing now because, man, you were just so good to us. That's loyal. Damn. At least give me an opportunity. So you've been so loyal. We made so much money because of your blood, sweat, and tears. How about you get a percentage of Matchroom Boxing? Because Anthony Joshua has showed his loyalty. Any other promoter has said for that golden goose that has put so much money in your pocket, has any promoter has opened their possibility and opportunity for the same fighter that has been putting so much money in your pocket? Do you want shares of this company? Has any fighter got shares from Matchroom Boxing? Has any fighter got a share? Oh, yes, they do. Golden Boy Promotion, Oscar De La Hoya opened up his books and shared it with Bernard Hopkins. They broke bread together in the ring, and they break bread outside of the ring. That's why I have a tremendous respect for Golden Boy Promotions. I don't give a damn what anybody. I have a tremendous respect because if you look at their track, if you look at Golden Boy Promotions track record, whether you feel like, oh my God, because y'all stuck on Oscar De La Hoya G-strings and Victoria's Secret garment, I look past that. Trust me, literally. Randy, con la bandera de República Dominicana. Randy, la música de Randy. Excuse me, excuse me, my friend. Excuse me, my friend. La música de Randy. Randy. de Carmelo Alex Sensation. Págame la música. What's good, Randy? Happy Saturday to you, my friend. So, has any fighter? I was saying Golden Boy Promotions. Shane Mosley has shares. Bernard Hopkins has shares. Remember they did that Oscar De La Hoya opened up for Ricky Hatton. They had Golden Boy Promotions UK. Remember that? Oscar De La Hoya came trying to give back and try to form a promotional company with fighters. Oscar De La Hoya opened up his arms for Al Heyman. He got jerked. Oscar De La Hoya got jerked with Canelo Alvarez because he already secured him the biggest fight. I mean, the biggest contract in boxing history. And the same thing that's going on with Virgil Ortiz is going on. The same thing that is going on with Virgil Ortiz happened with Canelo Alvarez. Somebody got in Canelo Alvarez's ear and say, no. Why you got 11 fight deal, 200? You want to give Oscar De La Hoya 20% of that? Do you want to give him? Nah. Then all of a sudden they created a problem with the zone and saying that put it this way. They created a problem saying that they would not accept a fight with Canelo and Billy Joe Saunders. But then when they broke that contract, he sued Oscar De La Hoya and Dike the Zone. He goes to the Zone, work with Matchroom Boxing, and then gets the fights in which when he was with Golden Boy Promotions, they didn't want him to have. It's weird, but it's not weird. We've seen this before. What's happening with Virgil Ortiz and Golden Boy Promotions already happened with Canelo Alvarez. Yo, what's funny is that, they always trying to cut Oscar De La Hoya and Golden Boy Promotions. But I'm going to tell you like this. Golden Boy Promotions is resilient to lose out almost all your fighters to PBC. Then lose Canelo. You got Ryan Garcia already been saying for years, he's going to go. And now you got Virgil Ortiz. Every time they create something, somebody want to leave. And Golden Boy Promotions stay. Hey, yo, Oscar De La Hoya, Eric Gomez, Bernard Hopkins, y'all are some resilient dudes. I hope y'all can make it out of this storm. Because this is going to be the biggest storm. This is the biggest storm. Because one thing for sure is they blocking y'all from network deals now. Forget about it. This is the art of war. The reason why they're going to get your fighters is because you can't get a network deal. Ching, ching, ching. Breach of contract. They ain't going to steal it from you. They're not going to steal it from you. They're just going to make sure that type of money that's up there, y'all can't get a deal. You telling me that Sufa could get a $7.7 billion deal with Paramount, where Paramount just dropped their sports, their sport, they dropped Bellator, they dropped PBC. But all of a sudden, they going to give $7.7 billion. $7.7 billion. And Dana White haven't done anything in the sport of boxing. Ben, Dana White has Sufa for more than a decade. These guys, come on, man. I know. I'm just a drunk with a mic. You're not going to listen to me. I want people in the chat to be real. Y'all say, yo, Punch, they said that a long time ago, that he was going to snatch, that Turki Alalshikh was going to snatch the rug underneath the promoters and the sanctioning bodies. Mauricio Sulaiman, you mad. Say that, but say who you mad at. Don't go around and saying Dana White. See, all these guys are saying Dana White. Y'all scared. You scared to mention who's behind Dana White. It's funny to troll. Look at it. It's funny. Eddie Hearn has the heart. Hold on. Give me a second. Eddie Hearn has the heart. Eddie Hearn has the heart to troll Dana White. Right now, Dana White got a new daddy. And his name is Turki Alalshikh. Turki is Dana White's poppy. And he got to do whatever he's told. So Eddie Hearn, why in the recent interview you haven't said that the guy behind Dana White's decision to sign Conor Benn and sweep it under your feet is Turki Alalshikh? Say the name, Eddie. Say the name. See, you could say that is Dana White. You could say that his poppy got to do whatever he's told. So maybe it's Turki Alalshikh that told Dana White, sign him. Sign him right now, motherfucker. Sign him, right? And Dana White said, do I got the green light? I got the green light, Turk. Yes, you have it. Their arms are too short to box with God. I'm the excellency. You do it as I say. Sign him. Hey, I just like the art of war. It's entertaining for us. I like the art of war in this. You know what I'm saying? It just doesn't matter if I agree with it or not. I mean, it's sad. It's sad. But I saw this a mile away, bro. I saw this. Hey, you know what? These guys was working with Turki Alalshikh, feel happy. Yeah, we getting turkey money. We taking money. Man, it was a way for him to get y'all out of there, bro. The thing is, I wish I was in those rooms with Turki Alalshikh and them, right? When he's saying, look at this. We don't care about these back sanctioning bodies. It was coming, bro. Remember Radio City? It was a Radio City music called the Canelo Alvarez versus Bud Crawford. And remember they go and take a picture with a WBC and Turki Alalshikh, get that fucking shit out of the stage. No, get it out of the stage right now. It's only the ring. He took ring from you, Oscar de la Hoya. He's taking the fighter away from you, you golden goose. And Ryan is next because you can't secure a network deal. Ryan Garcia is going to pull the same thing that Vergil Ortiz is pulling. Breach of contract. You don't have a network deal, damn it. I gotta go. Is a coincidence, ladies and gentlemen. Top Rank can't get a network deal. Golden Boy Promos can't get a network deal. There is no budget on Amazon for PBC. Damn it. Hey, he's doing it. Art of war without even trying hard. ESPN do not resign. Don't give him contract. Show the time. There's on. Drop them all right now. Let them go. I have plans with my friend Dana White. Y'all don't see it? Hey, y'all, let me know. Yo, people in the chat right now, do y'all see it? Does it make sense or no? Is the tequila talking? Is that a coincidence? You telling me all of a sudden these motherfuckers can lock the network deal? Who got a percentage? Who just bought percentage of a large share of the zone? This shit was coming, and it's gonna get worse. It's gonna get worse, but it's not gonna get worse for the fans. Oh no, it's not gonna get worse for us. Not for us, because we got Sufa. Huh? Yeah. Big Bang always takes. Thank you, Cool Breeze. Yeah. But the thing is, they were so focused on the big money they was already receiving and given by their fighters. See, the promoters don't care about that. That Turkey was giving all this money to these particular fighters because the promoter is saying, we don't even have to flip the bill, and I'm gonna get 20% or 25, whatever it is, promotional fee out of these fighters that's getting this Turkey money. Go ahead, Turkey. Yeah. Who you want, Turkey? Hell yeah. You want the Times Square card? All right, I got Jose Ramirez, I got Arnold Barbosa, and I got Ryan Garcia. We don't even got to put no money into this. Oh, shit. I always said all money is not good money. You guys signed the paper. And that's why you can't go back on your word. I dare you. Say something to me. I made you sign. You remember all those times that they signed with Turki Alalshikh Rehan season? They signed Top Rank, Go to Book Promotions. Remember they all signed Matchroom Boxing. And then, leading up to the Canelo Alvarez versus Bud Crawford fight. You remember the who's going to promote that fight? Who's going to promote the fight? None of you motherfuckers going to promote it. That's what they won't. Hey, that was the first indication. Damn. They thought they was going to get a big piece of the pie with Canelo Alvarez and Terrence Bud Crawford. Allegiant Stadium. Everybody, who's going to promote it? Is it going to be Golden Book? Is it going to be Matchroom? Is it going to be, none of you, get the fuck out of here. Dana White, come, my friend. Why is Dana White going to promote? Damn, Turkey is giving Dana White this big fight in Allegiant Stadium. And all of them got mad. But they don't want to say it. They don't want to say that they mad at Turkey. They don't have the heart and the balls and the particular fortitude and the cojones to say that they're really mad at Turkey and not Dana White. You're not mad at Dana. And the more that you talk shit about Dana, the more that Turki Alalshikh is going to have his foot on your necks. Stop talking about Dana, folks. Stop talking about Sufa. You cannot compete with Turkey. And Turkey is just getting started. Turkey is just getting started. See, what's been happening for the last 2-3 years, that was an investment. What's going to happen now? Right? That's how business works. You make investment. That's when you coge tu pérdida. Let's invest in money. And then now the machine is about to work. Conor, Benn. Yeah. Oh, but Matchroom, they signed Bam Rodriguez and they're about to find Virgil Ortiz. Y'all shouldn't dove in like that. If you have a good business, you got the good fighters. You know what I'm saying? So now, okay, Disloyal. I believe that Conor, Benn, why my super shot is not showing on the screen. I don't know. Where is that? Let me see. I don't see it. Lord knows boxing. I don't see it. I don't see it. How about you cash app it? I'll show on the screen. How about you cash app? But anyway, I'm rooting for Keisha on the stop. If I paid for a super chat and it's not showing, I don't see it, my brother. I don't see it. Let me see. I don't see it. Look. I don't see it, my brother. It's because his paying. Oh, that's what it is. YouTube said that there's not going to be no more $2. Tú me estás mandando $2, Lonos Boxing. Ni esto cuesta $2, mi mano. Ni esto cuesta $2. Ni esto cuesta $2. ¿Ah? Esto es $2.19. Mira, esto no es $1. Mira, esto no es $2. Mira, not even a fortune cookie es $2. Mira, not even the fortune cookie. Y este tigre está mandando de que $2. No. Good looking now. Anything good, my friend. Anything good. But I don't see the $2. YouTube is already getting mad. YouTube is the one that, YouTube is flagging people. YouTube is going to flag people sending $2. Not even the 99-cent stores. Nothing costs 99 cents. That's it. Not even in the 99-cent store. You see the dollar store? I went to the dollar store the other day. And nothing costs $1. Back in the days, when they say 99 cents, you can find something for 99 cents. Not even 2 blow pops. You can't even get 2 blow pops for $2 no more. Yo te digo la verdad. Man, mira esto, espera. Yo te lo voy a decir aquí mimito, de verdad. I'm no liar. Let me see if I got a receipt. Okay, I went to the supermarket right now. Yo te enseño un receipt. No. Cristian. Con los $5 a comprar con Coca-Cola. Good look at that. I said, I just hope Turkey doesn't change the rings Bible of boxing to the Quran of boxing. The world be crazy, but hey, he might do it in the future. Hey, let me say it like this, but how many fighters you already say? How many Christian fighters or fighters that believe in Jesus Christ as the Lord and Savior is saying Assalamu alaikum and all that stuff just because Turkey Alalshikh? Yo, even fighters been looking at Turkey like he is God. How many people how many fighters that you heard them say, Jesus Christ, my Lord and Savior? Because Turkey don't even talk about religion. He said it's I don't talk about religion. But these guys look at Turkey like he's Muhammad. And they start saying, Assalamu alaikum, my brother, and Allah is good. See? Jesus Jesucristo is looking at these guys like, oh, hey yo, Jesus Christ could be in the cross right now, looking at this and looking at how all these fighters is all over saying that, Jesucristo, Amir, damn, I sacrificed for y'all. I'm really sacrificed for y'all, and now you're gonna throw me under the bus, for Turki Alalshikh. Hey yo, get these nails for me. Hey yo, forget about that. Hey yo, my man, get the nails out of here. I'm not gonna sacrifice for these motherfuckers no more. Jesucristo was like this. Oh, look at me. He has sacrificed me. I'm getting whooped all day, putting nails in my damn hands and my damn toes and all that stuff. And now you, hey yo, my brother, take these nails out for me. I'm not gonna sacrifice. Hey yo, these motherfuckers ain't shit. Hey yo, Jesucristo, I got a sense of humor. God knows I got a sense of humor. Don't try. God knows I got a sense of humor. Jesus, man. If T.O. best Benn May 31st, he is coming. Pause. I don't know, man. I don't know, but I think that Conor Benn, I think he was loyal. I think Conor Benn was loyal, but he's a free agent. The one that I'm actually surprised is actually Vergil Ortiz. See, I think that Vergil Ortiz is not the loyal one. And I like Vergil Ortiz, man. I've been rooting for Vergil Ortiz, man. Damn, see, as much as people say, yo, that was a surprise by Conor Benn to do that, but he's a free agent. See, Virgil is not a free agent. Virgil's trying to sue. Virgil's trying to break his contract. Virgil was the breach of contract. Virgil is showing his contracts to other people. His managers is trying to get deals. Shout out to Rick, but I got to keep it real. You know what I'm saying? Y'all going somewhere else. Y'all had offers on the table. And yes, Rick's job as a manager is to get the most money for his client, but not only get the most money for his client, he doesn't care about relationship. He only cares about his relationship with his fighter. And also the manager is seeking their percentage as well. Don't think that a manager is trying to work out a deal because they love their fighter. No, a manager is working out that deal. Can I get a little? We could get an extra $2 million because the extra $2 million is going to be an extra, within the 20 to 25%. That's their job. The managers don't see. There's the problem also that these promoters see the emerge of Keith Connolly and the emerge of Rick Majurian. They're not promoter manager. And what I mean by that managers in the sport of boxing, they create a relationship with the promoters because they understand that fighters come and go. Traditionally, managers understand that fighters come and go. Boxing is a very, very small community. So certain managers, they give and take with the promoter because the promoter knows that these managers are going to get the talent and they're going to bring in more talent for the promotional company. So there's managers out here in the sport of boxing that are like manager promoters. They work hand in hand with that promoter. There's manager that's cool with, they could be a Cameron Duncan and he's very, very cool with Al Heyman, right? God rest his soul, Cameron Duncan. There's gonna be a manager that what's his name? David McWaters, but David McWaters is very, very cool with the Top Rank. David McWaters is gonna get you some fighters with Top Rank, right? He's going to facilitate his deals and his fighters because he has the relationship with Top Rank. But these promoters, no. Rick and Keith Connolly, nah. These promoters can't control. Eddie Hearn can't control Keith Connolly. and Golden Boy Promotions can't control Rick. That's why they mad at these managers. Keith Connolly did a hell of a job. See, I don't know why Eddie Hearn has a problem with Keith. Because if you look at all the instances with Keith, Edgar Berlanga was a free agent, Richardson Hitchens was a free agent, and Conor Benn was a free agent. But you screaming unloyalty with Berlanga, Richardson Hitchens, and Conor Benn because you feel you got them the biggest fight. You feel you facilitated their biggest fight. You doing their job. You doing a good job, Eddie Hearn, to facilitate these great fights. But the managers also are doing a good job. You got mad because you can't extend their contract. Yo, I'm gonna tell you like this. If somebody okay, there's loyalty in a lot of things, right? But that doesn't mean that whatever you do moving forward, they're gonna go along with the ride. You understand what I'm trying to say? If my first grade teacher and kindergarten teacher, let's say I'm a I got a best-selling book as an adult, right? And I start breaking bread with the people that's helping me write the book, the authors and stuff, editors and shit like that. My first grader and my first grade and kindergarten teacher gonna be like, "Hi, Eddie, you're unloyal. You wouldn't be writing a book because I taught you how to read. And if it wasn't for me, you wouldn't write a book. So why you don't bring me along? Huh? You got the best-selling book, but if it wasn't for Mrs. Summers and Mrs. Gutierrez, you wouldn't write that book and become a millionaire. And da-da-da-da. So should I bring them along because they taught me when I didn't know? Should I bring them along? Come on, Punch, why are you exaggerating? Don't make fun of that fighter acting like that. Let me know. Do you if there's somebody that help you along the way in certain things, do you bring them along in everything you do in life? And if you don't, they call you unloyal. It's good to give back in certain things. But see, these managers are also rewiring the minds of these fighters. They're going to make you feel, because I said this a lot, man, everything just coming full circle, bro. I wish I could, I've done so many videos, I've done so many lives, so I can't really go back to the lives when I said this and stuff. But if people been following me a lot, I said this. And I said this during the time when I was trying to expose the contract, the boxing contracts. And I said, in the sport of boxing, these promoters and managers have a way of making you feel that you always need them. They will make you guilty and feel that you always need them. Remember, this is a pimp and hoe game, right? The whores think that they always need the pimp, but in all reality, they don't need these pimps. But there's a lot of them that still think, hey, yo, there's a lot of girls they're making money in OnlyFans. I've seen documentaries. I've seen these videos and stuff like that, and they giving money while they doing OnlyFans. Some the other hoochie mommies, the other hookers, I'm making more money on OnlyFans. I don't need to be in the street anymore. But what I'm saying is, it's good to have certain elements of people that helped you around the way, and always be always be grateful, have gratitude. You know what I'm saying? There's a position for them to keep coming with you. You know what I'm saying? But not everybody. So Eddie Hearn feels, because I did this for them and I gave them a contract when another person wasn't giving them this type of money and blah, 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 they're supposed to be with me forever and ever. Nah, it's not like that, Eddie. It's not like that. You played your part. They did right by their contract ended. See, I feel like Virgil was effed up. I don't think that Conor Benn is effed up. And this is what Conor Benn had to say. Give me a second. This is what Conor Benn had to say. First and foremost, I want to thank Eddie and the entire team at Matchroom for everything they've done for me over the decade, from guiding me. When I first turned pro, I headline and stadium shows. They were not only with me for those highlight moments, but stood shoulder to shoulder with me during the tough times. It's been a journey beyond anything we could have imagined. And for their belief, support, and guidance, I will always be truly grateful for Sufa Boxing presenting me with an opportunity I simply couldn't refuse. I love Eddie to continue to be part of my team and for our partnership to evolve in this new chapter. It doesn't look like Conor Benn was shitting on Eddie. This is something that I was just saying. Look what he says. I love Eddie to continue. I would love you, my brother, if you can continue to be part of my team. I'm going to take you along this ride, my brother, and for our partnership to evolve in this new chapter. I'm filled with excitement and hunger for what's ahead with Sufa Boxing. I want the legacy fights, the biggest stages. I fear no man at any weight. I'm ready to give the fans the fights they've been calling for. I'm in my prime, and together we have bold and ambitious plans. See, I like this from Conor Benn because this is the way that it's supposed to be. I want you to be along with the ride. No, that's not what Eddie wants. Eddie wants one to control the ride. Eddie Hearn wants to drive the bus and drive the train. See, Conor Benn is a real one. Conor Benn is a real one. Conor Benn is a real one. You know what I'm saying? That's a real one. That's a real response. Eddie Hearn said, and I like Eddie Hearn as a promoter, one of the best promoters in the sport of boxing, probably the best promoter in the sport of boxing, right? So Eddie Hearn says, and this is when you know when you want a power trip. This is when you know you want a power trip. Eddie Hearn says, his attorney emailed me. At least I wish I would have had a call. Listen to the words what Eddie Hearn said. He said, his attorney emailed me. And he said, but damn, I wish Conor Benn would have made the call. That's the right thing to do. Eddie Hearn says, I text Conor Benn to call me. Why do you ain't call him right now? If the call and the voice is the big thing, why you don't call? Oh, call me. No, call him right there. You don't like the email and you texting, but you want him to call you. Bell power trip. I know for some that's listening, like that's nothing. Yeah, but you didn't like the email. You texting, call me. No, you call him, Eddie. You call him. You call him. You call him. Because in all reality, I don't gotta call you. I don't gotta call you. You should have called me to congratulate me. You should have called me and congratulated me. Well, you want me to call? Yeah, yo, I'm about to do this. I'm about to do that and stuff like that. No, I'm going to do my business and then I'm gonna bring you along because what you're going to do, you're going to try to talk me out of it. You're going to try to make me feel sorry or make me feel like I'm guilty of doing something that I'm not supposed to be guilty of. I don't have to. A free agent means I no longer are with you. That's what free agent mean. You should have presented me something so lucrative that I wouldn't even put it this way. If Dana White was offering the $15 million, what did you offer him, Eddie Hearn? And if somebody going to be like, well, I didn't have the opportunity to counter that, it should have never been an opportunity to counter anything. You should have been the first. You should have had this offer. If you made so much money in the Eubank fight and with the Eubank fight, hey, yo, Conor Benn should be making you should have been like, hey, yo, here's $25 million, $30 million. He's $100,000. Here's $100 million deal. Conor Benn wouldn't be thinking about the $15 million for one fight because the money that y'all made and the history and the sellout crowd and stuff like that. But maybe in the back of the mind of Conor Benn is saying, we could have had that fight. How much money was Conor Benn going to make that fight with Matchroom, just Matchroom? See, give me a sec. Hold on. Let's get this thing straight right here. Give me a second. Let's get this thing straight. All right. Let's see who funded the biggest fights of Conor Benn. Ben Shalom, Eddie Hearn, Ben Shalom, Frank Warren, and the loss and the rematch. What's the rematch? What's the rematch? Give me a second. Smash that like button. What was the event? I didn't show these dudes chasing the bag. I hope everything works out for them. Yeah, they chasing the bag just like everybody else is chasing the bag. Is the reason why Eddie Hearn, Oscar De La Hoya, and Frank Warren, and Top Rank, and Todd the Buff all ran to the bag. Yeah, all ran to the bag. Yeah, all ran to the bag. Why the fighters can't run to the bag as well? I understand it. But I think that Conor Benn ran to the bag righteously, genuine. Good deal. He didn't F nobody over. I respect that. You may not like it, but at the end of the day, you may feel heartbroken, but you respect that. You know what I'm saying? And especially what Conor Benn said in his statement. You got to respect that. Can't be mad at that. Well, in Oscar De La Hoya's situation with Virgil Ortiz, I don't respect that. I don't respect that move. I don't care if there's way more money that was offering and stuff like that. But we all know what's happening. We all know. It looked like there's people that colluded for Virgil Ortiz to put him in a situation where they could say, hey, yo, Golden Boy Promotion had a breach of contract. Because in the end of the day, the public knows how Virgil Ortiz truly feel about Golden Boy Promotions and Oscar De La Hoya. They cool. And I think eso le duele a ellos. They hurt right now. That's why they're not even on social media right now. Speak up. Speak up, Virgil. I like Virgil. I respect Virgil Ortiz Sr. as well. Speak up publicly. You know why? Because I know. I have a feeling. I know. We all got conscience, man. We know when we're doing something morally wrong. We know it. Especially if you're a person that believes in God. You have a conscience. You know, everybody knows when they're doing something wrong, bro. Unmorally. Effed up. They know. Everybody knows. Jay-Z with Damian Dash, he knows. Remember Kanye West when they all broke up, Damian Dash and Rockefeller, and later on Kanye West said, man, do you feel like, yo, you should have been with Kanye West because, yeah, he effed up. Everybody has a conscience, man. Most people with a level-headed, they got consciousness. They got conscience. You know what I'm saying? But this is boxing, folks. Do you know when you be lying and bearing false witness in all these fights? I think that that was a good move by Dana White. Sufa. In other news, there was a great signing right here. And I think there's going to be some more signings. You got managers that got direct connect. I don't got to go through a promoter to get my fighter. Why should Keith Connolly say, you know what, we're going to go to, hey, yo, call Eddie and let's say, you know, we're going to sign and no, that's it. Look at Bill Haney. Bill Haney, look how Bill Haney been moving his son, Devin Haney. Bill Haney is smart from the get-go. Bill Haney was in the TMT gym, and Mayweather thought that he was going to sign Devin Haney. There was another offer on the table. We're going with Eddie Hearn. Mayweather, all these guys felt effed up. He was getting groomed by Mayweather Sr. They was in the TMT gym. Yeah. But Bill Haney, he didn't have no emotional ties. And these other managers don't have emotional ties. And if you understand, if you look at the successful managers right now, Bill Haney, Keith Connolly, Rick, they don't have no emotional with the promoters. They're new age promoters. I mean, they're new age managers. They're schooling their fighters. They care about their fighters too. They're schooling them. They're schooling these fighters. Look, Devin Haney, okay, we're going to go to Matchroom Boxing. Oh, you can't get us the deal. We're going to go to Top Rank. We're going to become undisputed. We're going to come back to you, Eddie Hearn. There's money in the... All right, oh, shit, we're going to go to World Promotion and get this Ryan fight. That's what Eddie Hearn got mad. Damn, I'm doing this for Eddie. And then Eddie Hearn wanted to teach. Eddie Hearn, strategically, business-wise, wanted to treat Devin Haney a lesson. After the Ryan Garcia fight, there was supposed to be a purse bid. And that's where, remember, we seen Devin Haney getting mad at Eddie Hearn because Devin Haney said, oh, I thought we was cool and stuff like that, but I know how it is. Because Devin Haney's felt, yo, you going to win the purse bid, right? Eddie Hearn, I ain't going purse bid. No, let Top Rank bid. The only bidder was Top Rank, $2.4 million so he could fight Sando Martin. Remember? Damn, Eddie Hearn. Remember Eddie Hearn? Devin got mad? But that was Eddie Hearn teaching him a lesson. This is what you're really worth. You see all that money I was giving you? This is what you're really worth. You ungrateful bastard. That's the way that Eddie Hearn looked at Devin Haney. You ain't cut me in that deal with Golden Boy Promotions. If you would have come in the deal, then Ryan Garcia would have never did what he did to you. Yeah, you brought me along for the pictures and stuff like that, but... And then Bill Haney made a direct line with Turki Alalshikh. Oh, that shit burns. Trust me, that burns them. That burns these promoters. They hate Bill Haney because Bill Haney know how to facilitate, know how to move, and know how to swim and slither with the snakes and swim with the sharks. That I have a direct line with Turki Alalshikh. I don't got to deal with y'all no more. Y'all mad at that? Keith Connor don't got to deal with these promoters no more with his fighters. He got a direct line with Turki Alalshikh. Doing business, good business with Dana White. Hey, yo. As soon as Rick be like, I could do business. Hey, I know Turki, Dana. Man, I got a lot of connections now. Everybody plays the game for you know what I'm saying? They play the game. You don't think that these promoters collude with other promoters and say, yo, don't bid on this fight? Huh? You don't think that other promoters tell other promoters, yo, my fighter want to take this shit a purse bid. Hey, yo, other promoter, yo, don't bid on the fight. Let that dude drown. You don't think it was a coincidence that I'm gonna give you one fight, and I know y'all not gonna like the fight, or y'all not gonna like the name because of I already understand this community. You remember when Demetrius Andre took it a purse bid so he could fight Zach Parker. Frank Warren won. I think it was $1.8 million purse bid. Eddie Hearn made a bid, but Frank Warren won. Then, so we already know that there's a $1.8 million in the pocket for this fight. In a pot, right? All right, he gets injured. They do another purse bid. Nobody bidded on this fight. If it was going to be selling good, because remember, the ticket was already selling good. The Zach Parker versus Demetrius Andre. My, look at my conspiracy theory mind says Frank Warren said, don't bid on, nobody bid on this fight. We're going to be in position. Eddie Hearn don't want no part of Demetrius Andre no more. Demetrius Andre is not going to take this fight because, of course, how is he going to? He's a millionaire. He's not going to fight. He's not going to fight Zach Parker for $200,000 or $100,000, and my fighter is not going to fight for $70,000. But we depending on Demetrius Andre to say no, just like they knew that Devin Haney was going to say no. With that 2.4, he was going to get what 1.2, 1.3 million. Already, Devin Haney was making $3 million a pop, and that's the way they get people. They don't have to. It's business strategic. They don't have to. That's like if you work right now, right? And I know that certain people shouldn't sacrifice. I mean, they should sacrifice because I'm gonna give you an example. If you're working in a job, right? You like your facial hair, you like your hair, or facial hair, you rock a beard, you rock a goatee. And then they have this new policy that says that you gotta be groomed right, short hair, no mustache, no goatee, no beard. You have a decision to make. You want to keep working, you're going to have to cut your hair, and you're going to have to shave your facial hair. You're going to be, come on, man, I ain't looking like that, bro. I ain't looking like that. Some people, I know people that they quit. I've seen people quit because new policies have them. All right, let's break it down to layman's terms. My brothers from the hood. How many times back in the days, I know that they're not as strict as today because fashion picked up or whatever. You remember back in the days when they be like, hey, yo, you can't come here with a hat. Now sorry, we don't let jeans in, or we don't let sneakers in or boots. No, there's no Timbs, there's no ACGs and Timbs. What are they trying to tell you in other words? Come on now. What are they trying to tell you in other words? That they don't want your hood ass over here, bro. That's what they're trying to say. We don't want you. We don't want thugs in here. We don't want that hood mentality. We don't want that crowd. So they know that you're going to feel uncomfortable if you can't wear what you feel is fashionable. Oh, you can't come with those boots. You can't come with a hoodie. You can't come with a cap on. It already strip you from your fashion identity. So strategically, they know you wouldn't want to come over here next weekend. And it creates this wave of information saying, yo, that club is trash, bro. You got to have that, you know what I'm saying, dress code and all that. See, they don't tell you we don't want black and Latinos here. They just let you know. They're going to make you feel so uncomfortable. They're going to make you feel like it's not worth it for you to take that, to come here. Same thing in boxing. It's all mental, man. But yesterday, breaking news as well. What y'all feel about this fight? Breaking news, ladies and gentlemen. Breaking news. What y'all feel about this fight? A lot of people were surprised. Yo, is PBC doing this fight, yo? David Benavidez versus Zurdo Ramirez in the cruiserweight division. Yo, man. That's what I'm talking about. David Benavidez stealing, not stealing, but taking Canelo Alvarez. I like the move. I love the move because I said this last year. I said that David Benavidez was going to take Canelo Alvarez's date because he wanted to leave with Turkey. David Benavidez bullied Canelo Alvarez out his date. Yeah. Shout out to David Benavidez. Shout out to David. He bullied his way. Man, you don't want to fight me? It's my date now. As a matter of fact, David Benavidez is the real Debo in the sport of boxing. David Benavidez is the Debo. Debo took the most lucrative night in America in the sport of boxing. Cinco de Mayo is now David Benavidez. And for those of you, some of you Canelo Alvarez fanboy, I'm a fan of Canelo Alvarez, but these fanboys was trying to say that David Benavidez is not Mexican because y'all didn't feel like people were shaming David Benavidez to fight Canelo Alvarez and stuff like that. He ain't real Mexican though. Oh yeah, he's gonna be hella Mexican come May 2nd, Saturday night, Las Vegas, Nevada, T-Mobile Arenas, pay-per-view, PBC. I thought they said PBC was dead. Isn't there a community out there that said that PBC died? Isn't there a community out there that said that PBC drowned? Where are all those channels at? I gotta invite my brother Rick Glazier here. Shout out to Rick Glazier. I gotta invite Rick Glazier over here. Because even Rick said a year and a half ago that PBC was dead. PBC drowned. So you're telling me that PBC got Sebastian Fundora versus Keith von Tom Thurman pay-per-view in March, and then we got in May and Cinco de Mayo David Benavidez versus Suldo Ramirez? Wow. I thought PBC was dead. See, I'm saying like this, Top Rank is more dead than PBC. If anything, Top Rank was the best promoter in America. Shit, when's the last time Top Rank had a show? When's the last time Top Rank had a show? Huh? Xander Zayas, that couldn't even be promoted, that was promoted the same day of Teofimo Lopez versus Shakur Stevenson. People didn't watch that fight. Let's be honest. You couldn't watch. You got to catch the highlight because everybody was tuned into ring, event. Great fight. This is a great fight. I like this fight. I like this move. A lot of people were saying that, oh my God, J.O. Patai is getting ducked. J.O. Patai is getting ducked. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to tell you like this. If David Benavidez beats Suldo Ramirez, Punch Drunk Boxing is not going to even be pushing for a fight with J.O. Patai. I'm not saying it's a bad fight, but I think that David Benavidez, right now, how the heavyweight division is look like, David Benavidez could go into the heavyweight division right now and become a champion, in my opinion. Or what you trying to say? That he's going to beat Alexander Usyk? What you trying to say? That he's going to beat him? I think that David Benavidez will ring more bells and will really elevate the sport of boxing because like we always say, wherever the heavyweight goes, boxing goes. David Benavidez is a big boy. David Benavidez walk around at 220. David Benavidez got to walk around. Come on, we see them chichos in the bag. We see them chichos. We seen the chichos. I'm calling it right now. If David Benavidez, I'm not just saying win. I'm going to say, remember what I'm saying. Because people are going to be like, I remember when you did that live and you said this punch. If David Benavidez stops Suldo Ramirez, stops, I'm not talking about win, stops, you're going to hear David Benavidez versus Alexander Usyk. Yes. I'm going to be pushing for that. That's what you're going to hear. Remember what I'm saying today. Remember what I'm saying. If David Benavidez stops Suldo Ramirez, stops, not win, not unanimous decision, majority decision, it has to stop. If he stops Suldo Ramirez, we are going. Wow, okay, look, matter of fact, I'm going to take the picture right here. I'm going to take this picture on the chat. I see no. Well, I'm going to take the picture on the chat. Watch. You're going to see. And then I'm going to post it on the live. Then I'm going to post it on the live. Right? I already took a picture on the chat for the people. Davos said nah. Who else said nah? Who else said nah? Who else said no? Nah, punch. Joaquin said no. Watch. Because this is America, my brother. Ain't nobody knows J.O. Patai, only us. J.O. Patai. Once the casuals get a hold of a victory of David Benavidez stopping, they're going to say David Benavidez versus Alexander Usyk. Even Mike Tyson is going to think the Mexican Monster, I would like to see the Mexican Monster go to the heavyweight division. I mean, like if Roy Jones Jr. could do it, you know, David Benavidez, when he was 13 years old, he was 230 pounds. I think he could go, and I think that could be history. David Benavidez versus Alexander Usyk. Watch. If I was J.O. Patai, I cut the line right now. I go to heavyweight division. You can't get a fight with J.O. Patai. If you can't get a proper fight, go to the heavyweight division because you guys are big anyway. You guys are big enough. Pause. You guys are big enough. Y'all don't even got to stay in cruiserweight. If Alexander Usyk, who started his career, but in the amateurs was 168 pounds as well, fighting the likes of Sean Porter at 165 or 168, I think it was 165. Look at Alexander Usyk. Alexander Usyk is not a big guy compared to these guys. Alexander Usyk is 6'2", 6'3". Same thing as David Benavidez. And I believe if David Benavidez let himself be him, if he lets himself be comfortable with who he is, really who he is, because you could tell David Benavidez could work out all he wants. He looks sick at 160 and 175. David Benavidez is a big boy. I believe that in the heavyweight division today, the hybrid heavyweights, I'm talking about those 250-pound dudes, 260, that's it. It's getting out of style. It's going back to the tradition heavyweights, 215, 220 the most. Remember, Alexander Usyk had to eat a lot just so he could pack in 220. Alexander Usyk is highly comfortable 215, 220 the most. But David Benavidez at 210, Alexander Usyk would have to compete. He's not a big puncher like that. He's not the biggest puncher. So I could see a fight with David Benavidez and Alexander Usyk. Thus, it will have, but David Benavidez will have to show his punch at cruiserweight. First time he went to the 175, he fought Alexander. You know what I'm saying? And he didn't. People was talking about then that his power translated. You know, the ¿cómo se llama el tigre? David Morrell. You know, people was trying to question the power, and that's what I'm saying. Only if he stops Sudo Ramirez at cruiserweight, I'm going to be talking. The people are going to be talking about Usyk. That's going to be a humongous fight. I already want David Benavidez to go to the heavy. As a matter of fact, if David Benavidez beats Sudo Ramirez, you know what's a big fight in the heavyweight division in September? David Benavidez versus Andy Ruiz. David Benavidez don't need David Benavidez doesn't need Opatai, and I who Opatai been beating anyway for me to shame David Benavidez. Yeah. Opatai. I'm not all set with Opatai. No. What about y'all? Yeah, he's knocking everybody else out. Yeah, he knocking, but who? David Benavidez versus Sudo Ramirez in Cinco de Mayo, and then in Mexican Independence, you guys, David Benavidez versus Andy Ruiz at heavyweight. And the only what people gonna say? The Mexicans gonna love it. The Mexicans are the Hispanic is going to love it, bro. David Benavidez and Andy Ruiz in Mexican Independence Week. Yo, people gonna forget about Canelo Alvarez like this. Because to be honest, I like Canelo, but Canelo Alvarez already got into he's a boring fighter now. Let's be honest. The fans are exciting, but Canelo has gotten boring. The Canelo Alvarez versus Bud Crawford, boring. The Canelo Alvarez that Shota versus William Skull. The Canelo Alvarez Berlanga was alright. You know what I'm saying? I like the act. A lot of people feel like he carried Jaime Munguia. John Ryder. What was the other? John Ryder was a fight. Jaime Munguia, he got a knockout, but we all felt he carried. David Benavidez is the new face of Mexican boxing. And Vergil Ortiz, if he trust the process. Trust the process, man. You're going to get that fight. Yo, Vergil Ortiz, you're going to get that money regardless, man. Stay with Oscar De La Hoya and Golden Boy Promotions, man. He's going to take you to the promised land. He's been already taking you to the promised land. You're going to get that money regardless. Maybe then it's time for Oscar De La Hoya and Golden Boy Promotions to say, oh, now I know. Put it this way. I give this. If Oscar De La Hoya and Golden Boy Promotions already understands that they're the most money that Vergil Ortiz was going to get, right? Vergil Ortiz was going to get what? $16 to $20 million from Matchroom Boxing. They already know the number, right? Oscar De La Hoya, Golden Boy Promotions. If you really want Vergil, and you already know the number that's been thrown out there for Vergil, how about you tell Vergil, hey, yo, Vergil, come back to my office. How about $21 million? That's signed. $21 million. 3-fight deal. Lock in. Forget about going to arbitration, toda esa mierda. I think that Vergil Ortiz deserve it. If they was going to give it to him, if Dana White was going to give Vergil Ortiz, let Vergil Ortiz know his worth. I'm gonna stay loyal, but look at the number they was gonna give me. My bad. But damn, hey yo, come on, Oscar, you was a fighter too, right? Put yourself in my position as well. You a fighter too, right? You ain't wanted to be pigeonholed to top rank because you know the money that you could generate by yourself, right? All right. So you know what they're trying to give me. All right. My bad. You know, I'm still young. That money is a lot, right? Yeah, you talking about that you're going to give me $3 million, but this is how much I'm worth now. Right? Would you like to renegotiate? Can you renegotiate? And let me see if you faithful to me. Let me see if you believe in me like they believe in me. Let me see if you believe in me like they believe in me. You already know the number. How about Vergil Ortiz? How about do this? Instead of taking a court and suing and doing all that bullshit, now put it on Golden Boy Promotion and Oscar de la Hoya, and you tell them, look, I want to be loyal, Oscar. We're fighters, man. We're fighters. You a fighter. You got to understand. I'm about to make all this much money. That is my worth round. That's my value right now. So you're trying to give me $3 million to be loyal? Be loyal to. How about this? I'll be loyal to you if you loyal to my worth as well. I'll be loyal to you. Let me know how much money, how much you're loyal to my value. Because I know that you got it. I know you got it, Oscar. You're the golden one. Tú tienes dinero, Oscar. Tú tienes. We're not in negotiation. I'm not gonna be in negotiation. Hey, I'm gonna tell Eddie Hearn que se vaya para la mierda. All right. Are you gonna give me 20 women? If you already know they was gonna give me 3-fight deals, 16 to 2. And I go anywhere with you, brother. You're gonna lock in whatever deal because I'm Vergil Ortiz. I'm already in position. Everybody want a piece of me right now. Huh? Pues dime. Lo fuimos. That I want to know. How about that? How about that? Renegotiate. And I respect that. I'll respect that. Rick, Vergil Ortiz Sr., go back to Golden Boy Promotions, make it right, and say, look, yo, my man, we're about to make $20 million, my brother. You think that, yo, Oscar, you think I want to be disloyal to you? I don't want to be disloyal to you. But damn, you're about to give me $3 million. Eric Gomez just tweeted that, oh, we still willing to give the $3 million guarantee. No, mi hermano, dame los $12 million guarantee como ellos. Dime, how much you love me? Tell me. Huh? Punch. What do you think of Virgil's manager? I like Rick, man. Rick is, man, cool, man. I respect his hustle. He's a manager. That's his job. I'm not mad at Rick. I'm putting this more on Virgil now, because like they say, fighters like to say, managers and promoters work for me. What are you going to do, Virgil? What are you going to do? I'm going to give you one example. Remember when Terrence Bud Crawford told Earl Spence, yo, get on the phone. Remember, he said he got Earl Spence on the phone. Yo, I got people that's going to give us $20 million. What was it, $25 or $20 million a piece? Bud Crawford was trying to convince Earl Spence, let's go to BFK Prime. I got people that's going to give us the money over here anyway. What did Earl Spence say? No, speak to my guy. Earl Spence didn't budge. He stood loyal and he still got the fight. But Earl Spence had the opportunity to make that money without Al Heyman. He had the opportunity. Also Earl Spence showed his loyalty and also showed his power at the same time. That's what Vergil Ortiz has to do. Earl Spence showed his loyalty, yet also showed his power. Yo, the more time go by and I see the career of Earl Spence, I'm not a big Earl Spence fan, not because it's not that I don't like him, it's just that my guy was Keith Thurman. I like the Keith Thurman. I was always talking about Keith Thurman going to be Earl Spence. I like the way how Earl Spence moved from the outside, because Earl Spence the same guy to be like to tell Bud Crawford, now you got to speak to my guy. And then Bud Crawford, remember in that live interview that he did prior to their fight, and he was saying, oh, yo, these guys, they be saying that they their own bosses and they their own bosses and they not. You know what I'm saying? Earl Spence said, No, you got to speak to my guy. But then he told his guy, I'm not fighting Keith Thurman. If I'm not fighting Bud, that's the only fight that I want. Remember? So Earl Spence stood loyal, but also held his ground with his own people. That I respect. See, for Virgil Ortiz is, hey, yo, I'm going to stay with you, Oscar. Hey, yo, Rick, make it right with Oscar. What I want you to do, forget about the Dana White deal. Forget about that. Y'all know the number already. Rick, go back to Oscar and say we're going to renegotiate. Let's see if they this loyal talk they're talking about. Let's see. Let's renegotiate. Let's extend our contract. Bring me something else on the table right now. You already know their number. I will sign with you. You get first dibs. Forget about them. Let's renegotiate. If you believe in if you feel that me being with you is the reason why you will get a network contract, this is the value of Virgil Ortiz. Golden Boy Promotions, they had a hearing. They had a hearing that Virgil Ortiz doing what he doing, trying to get that 3-fight deal, basically trying to get that 3-fight deal with Matchroom Boxing, that actually hurt Golden Boy Promotions because that's when the negotiations with the zone stopped. So that means Golden Boy Promotions and Oscar De La Hoya, you want a network deal, but Virgil Ortiz is the powerful piece, is the biggest chip, is your bargaining chip to get that deal with the zone. So your job is, for the good of not only Virgil Ortiz, you signing Virgil Ortiz could save your company and actually get that DAZN deal. Or if DAZN want to play on some, you know what I'm saying, Liga, hey, Virgil, if you go with them, we're going to block every fight. At the end of the day, DAZN said they still wanting to do business with Oscar De La Hoya and Golden Boy Promotions. Virgil Ortiz, you in position of power, but you in position also to be loyal. You could do the same thing. I'll be loyal to you, Oscar, but let's renegotiate. Because you signing me is just not signing me. You signing me and giving me that big deal is also keeping the company afloat. See, because this whole situation is exposing everybody, right? Golden Boy Promotions need Virgil Ortiz more than Virgil Ortiz need Golden Boy Promotions, right? At this moment right now, looking at the hearing, not looking at the hearing, but seeing the thread of the hearing, Golden Boy Promotions to do business with DAZN needs Virgil Ortiz more because Virgil Ortiz already have an opportunity. Yeah, I understand that people got to abide by the contract, and that's all right. That's cool. You don't understand that, but you got the power to renegotiate. And I think that's right. You stay loyal. Y'all renegotiate. You see the value of Virgil Ortiz. And y'all move forward. Y'all move forward right there. I've seen that before. People renegotiate. I see people extend their contract, right? Didn't Bud Crawford extend his contract with Top Rank a long time ago? Excuse me. He said, if Virgil's asking for the fight, then what's the problem? Virgil don't give a fuck about that fight. We saw what Virgil feel. It's not about the fight. It's because that 3-fight deal. It's not about the boots thing. To be honest, it's nothing about the boots. It's to secure a 3-fight deal. And have security that they're going to be with somebody that has the money and has the network. I don't have to worry about anything else. With Golden Boy Promotions, there's insecurities of them locking a network deal. And remember the report that said that the zone is blocking already the potential Earl Spence fight with Virgil. Remember, Virgil after the fight said that he will fight Earl Spence. If he had a choice, he would rather fight Earl Spence than Boots Ennis. They shut that shit down a long time ago. But who shut it down? Who shut it down? Was it Turkey? So, Benavidez got suspended, ladies and gentlemen. Benavidez got suspended for 1 year for using PEDs. This is the guy that y'all was shaming my guy for? Huh? Ain't nobody want to talk about this, son. The only time they want to talk about Benavidez is when they say, yo, well, your boy Demetrius Andre, Doug Benavidez. Yeah. Uh-huh. Nobody cares about Benavidez. Nobody never talk about no Benavidez. They just using the shot to shame. Boo-boo. Match who made a multi-dollar offer to Virgil Ortiz. They weren't the only ones. Who was the other one? We know it was the other one. We're not dumb. Who was the other one, ladies and gentlemen? Matthew made a multi-million-dollar offer to Virgil, and they weren't the only one. We know who it was. We know who made an offer to Virgil. We know who it was. The same people that made an offer to Bam Rodriguez, the same people that got Conor Benn is the same person that offered Virgil Ortiz. Sufa. Maybe Dana White tried harder with Conor Benn because he's got used to Oscar De La Hoya talking shit. But the way that Eddie Hearn was talking, he didn't like that. And Dana White, a billionaire, said, you know what, man, I'm going to up it. I'm going to give Conor Benn $15 million. That hurt. Oh, my God. He broke his soul, bro. Yo, this shit hurt him bad, bro. Hey, yo, man, you got to, hey, yo. Dana White reminds me of 50 Cent. Hey, yo, Dana White is doing to Eddie Hearn. Yo, Dana White is doing to Eddie Hearn what 50 Cent is doing to Jim Jones. Yo, Dana White is doing to Eddie Hearn like what 50 Cent is doing to Jim Jones. You saw Jim Jones was not going to Hey, yo, 50 Cent evicted Jim Jones. Yo, that's what, yo, this is right here. Money troll. Yo, when you got money like that, yo, this is another level of troll. This is another level. The Benn blocked Eddie. In the end, they fighters come and go, man. Fighters come and go. Fighters are getting smart, and their representation is being smart as well. It's being smart as well. Yeah, man. If you haven't become a member of Punch Drunk Boxing, become a member, y'all. Become a member. And yo, follow me on Kick. Yo, I haven't even seen how I look in Kick. Hold on, let me see. Let me see, bro. What's the day? Where we at? Where we at? Let me see how I look in Kick. Let me see. View and Kick. Let me see how I look in Kick. Yeah. Shout out and add me on Discord. Join your live stream whenever you're streaming. My username. Okay. I got one person. What's good? I never been on Kick, but look, I'm on Kick now, y'all. I'm trying to see how this look. How this? I haven't even done anything Kick, bro. Let me see. How you work this thing? Like how you I don't know how to even. Let me see. View channel. Just chatting. We on Kick. What else we on? Let me see. Boom. Epoxy Magical Los Cinco Pesos. Epoxy. We'll see how Dana handles the politics of boxing, and he's going to have to negotiate with other promoters. Hey, yo, let me say it like this, Epoxy Magic. Dana White already got all these guys by the balls, and they know it. They go at Dana White because they're scared of going at who's behind Dana White. Pause. They're already losing. They can't. Yo, bro, Epoxy, they can't match that money. They can't match that power. And let me say it like this. I think in America, combat world, people respect Dana White more than anybody in boxing. Maybe not Oscar De La Hoya, because Oscar De La Hoya is a fighter, but Dana White gave a product that a lot of people love, bro. And let me tell you, if y'all familiar with the channel again, remember 2 years ago, 2023 in November, I cut a live, and I've been trying to look for this live, but I remember I said this, and I said, Donald Trump is coming back to the sport of boxing. Yo, Epoxy, I don't know who's, y'all remember when I was saying that? Remember when I said Captain Orange is coming back in the sport of boxing? And I said that there's some attorneys and politicians that is going to help. That is going to be something that's something that's going to be shaken up. Oh yeah, who you think also is behind the Dana White and all that stuff and the Muhammad Ali act and stuff like that? Yo, ladies and gentlemen, Donaldo Trumpo got his fingerprints in this situation as well. Yeah. And so anybody from Dana White, people's looking on, he's be like, what this guy punch on boxing though? Yeah. There's a politician in Florida. There's some attorneys and politicians in Florida that's helping this situation now. Damn, Punch, how I know, huh? You Punch, breaking news. Richardson Hitchens pulls out of the fight. He did? I don't know if y'all did or that's because he looked drained, bro. He looked like he was sick. He did not rehydrate very, very well. Let me see. Because I believe that. I seen Ring Magazine report it. I haven't even seen it yet. But the way that I saw Richardson Hitchens yesterday, Richardson Hitchens is out of his junior ring, has learned. Man, that dude looked at half dead. I see it right now. Look. But I said yesterday, that's why I said it was going to be an upset. Richardson Hitchens, my brother, this, he can't make 140 with the rehydration clause. That look, I haven't read nothing, ladies and gentlemen. I don't know nothing. This is what it is because I know boxing. Richardson Hitchens, if it's not, cannot put any iron back into his body or protein. It was not affecting how you say it. He couldn't take it in. Probably had to go to the hospital. Iron wasn't coming back in, and protein. He just cut that weight, and now remember, he probably didn't make remember it's the IBF. So the 10 pounds rehydration clause. You remember a couple years ago, he don't want to even fight through the IBF to fight Subriel Matias because of the 10 pounds rehydration clause. That guy is, come on. I seen him in person. He can't make 140 with the rehydration clause. This guy heading to 30 years old. Watch. Let me see. I'm going to keep reading. Let me see if I'm right. Cancel. All rehydration clause operation is scary. What up, Mila? Let me see. Why? Richardson Hitchens. Anybody know? Because I don't need to know the story, but watch. Hitchens. The IBF same-day weigh-in is brutal for fighters. Hitchens was open about how sick he felt when he fought. Yeah, after the second weigh-in, big loss for the car was really looking. What? See? Mike Coppinger. How do I know? How do I know? That dude looked horrible. Because let me tell you like this. The weigh-in yesterday, he looked horrible, bro. He looked horrible. That's the 9 o'clock. Then the ceremony weigh-in. And then, put it this way. Ceremony weigh-in. Now you got to eat limited still. Now you got to wait. All that media run around. All that. You got to make weight. And then you got to keep the weight. You still can't drink what you want to drink. You're in fighting mode. You're not sleeping right because a fighter doesn't sleep good. I know a lot of fighters, once it's fight week or once it's the day, 2 days before the fight, they're not sleeping good. They're trying to make weight in the middle of the night. They wake up 3 o'clock in the morning, 4 o'clock in the morning just to make the weight, blah, blah, blah. So they could get that official weigh-in. Then you stay up. You can't eat what you want. You rehydrate a little bit, and then you go to the ceremony weigh-in. Now you're doing all that work. Now you got to do that again. Now you got to stay within weight. You can't eat what you want to eat. But I already saw him in the weigh. He didn't look good. I seen people saying he looked horrible. Look horrible. For the ceremony weigh-in, he look already sucked. You should in the ceremony weigh-in, you no longer need to look like you sick, because the ceremony weigh-in is from 3 to 6 o'clock. So meaning you go to the official weigh-in at 9 o'clock in the morning, and you good. You eat. You have 5-6 hours to rehydrate, to eat pizza, to eat whatever you want to eat slow. You know what I'm saying? In the ceremony weigh-in, he looked at like that's his official weigh-in. Now you got to keep that, because you got another weigh-in in the morning. Y se estaba matando el tigre. The IBF 10 pounds rehydration clause. Bro, her rumor of Brian Norman versus T.O. Cesar con los 2 pesos de Super Chari Perique, me lo dice. Bro, heard rumor Brian Norman Jr. versus Teofimo Lopez. Not yet, not official in my opinion. Haven't heard nothing like that from the team. Haven't heard like that. But shout out to my guy, Senior as well. Prayers go out to my brother, the OG, Teofimo Lopez Senior. He knows why and what it is, man. So prayers go out to him, man. Hope you're doing good. Hope you're doing better, my brother. I've seen people saying, but I haven't heard that official, but I know that he want to get back in the ring in May. If he could get that May, I mean, that's an option right there. Teofimo Lopez, Brian Norman and Jr. Teofimo Lopez versus Devin Haney. That's another option right there. So those are 2 options for Teofimo Lopez. Brian Norman Jr. and Devin the Dream Haney. If Keyshawn Davis doesn't take the fight with Devin Haney. Caesar, give me Caesar, my brother. Man, I appreciate that, brother. I appreciate that. You really strive for people to support the channel. And thank you. And shout out to also 610 thanks for the membership. Yeah, man. Good looking out, Caesar, man. I appreciate that, man. That's like that. That's like you telling the people, hey, yo, man, support my guy Punch, man. Matter of fact, I want you to support my guy Punch, man. You're gonna be part of the family, you know. And shout out to Queso as well. 20 members, bro. I appreciate that. Yesterday, man. For real. You guys don't know what y'all doing for your boy, bro. Y'all really make me feel and make the work feel very, very, very valuable, bro. Very, very valuable. You know what I'm saying? I'll be honest, man. I keep it real. I ain't doing too good at the moment. You know what I'm saying? You know, you get those hiccups in your life. You know, doing bad, you're doing good. Everything is falling in line. There's certain events that happen and certain... You know, when you help people out, man, and then it gets a time when you overly help because you got it, right? And you was blessed to go over the hump. And thanks to y'all. Thank you, my brothers. And then it gets to the position when you helped out too much where now you need help, and you put him in a position where, how the fuck did I get there? Yeah, because looking out for you, and then look out for you. Yeah, lend this here, they don't pay you back. Lend this here, do that for you. I had to pay a whole funeral, put my kid in college. Then my kids and my grandmother's funeral. That was, you know, that's certain things I had to do. And then you're like, I'm back at square one. And now you dealing with certain things. And so, yeah, man, your boy going through a little financial crisis, but it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? We get back. We get back. All work. God got me with y'all great support. But, you know, got to keep on going. No excuses, you know. You got to keep on rolling with the punches. But I'm not a person that I'm an open book, so I'm not a person like other people that be like, "Hey, yo, I'm always doing good. I got this and that. Put a picture, you doing good and stuff like that." But you know, good looking out. Appreciate you, my brother. Appreciate you. Keep your head up, man. I'm trying to, man. I'm trying to, man. It's tough though. It's tough. It's not tough. Like I'm gonna say it like this. It's one thing. You know when you could struggle alone, right? It's good to struggle alone. And this is just a patch. It's a patch. I'm gonna overcome this little patch right here. You know, it's not you could struggle alone. And I think that I know a lot of men understand this. You know, it's easy to struggle alone, but when you got kids and then they, Papi, I got this, hey, that, like my son, just before I went live, he said, can we play? And I'm not even in the mood. I can't will myself to get into that jolly mood and play hide and seek and do the, and it's like, I'm not, because where I'm at, I can't. And I just feel like I went live and I feel better. I feel like even when I turn the live on, I'm going to tell my kid, let's play this, whatever. But yo, it's tough, man. It's tough, man. It's tough. Like, you know, I understand my dad more than anything. I understand my dad more. You know, like when I was younger, and I'm like, yo, my father don't smile, bro. Like, I'm gonna say it like this, but when I was younger, good looking out, Caesar, I appreciate you. Man, I always say I break things down unbiasedly, logically, objectively. You know, boxing translates to life itself, and most of us, we men out here, so I like to talk about the good. I like to talk about family stuff, and you know, so I remember when I think about my childhood, my pops rarely laughed. The only time I really see my pops laugh was when he was watching Def Comedy Jam, right? But it was always like a grill. It was always like, you know, and I understood. Now I understand certain things. I understand why he didn't want to go out and do like family stuff or go out to Radio City Music or going out to ice skate or going out to certain trips. It's not that he didn't want to, it's that the how you say it is the hurt when, because children, we don't think about bills, so we don't think about the hardship of our parents, right? They don't like to be in the position when they don't have it and then we ask for it. And then they feel less of themselves because they can't give. You know what I'm saying? Like, I remember there was a point where years ago, and it was just bad. You know when it's bad, like you really living like check by check. But then you start living check by paying half of this or a little bit more of this and telling the bill collector, I got you in the next weekend, but you still live in check, but you got to keep that save a little more in the pocket. So you won't, if you pay this whole bill or this whole mortgage or your whole rent or your whole car note or the whatever, and then you're going to be broke. You can't afford to be broke, especially when you have kids. You can't afford not to have, right? So I remember one time, this is when I'm like, but I got to pay this. I am going to be flat out nothing broke. And then I remember my son said, oh, Dad, I'm like, shit. I said, yo. I said, my sister, yo, cash app my son this, you know what I'm saying? And I say, oh, your aunt want to give you this. You understand? Like, but that right there, and I say, yo, I never want to feel like that ever in my life. Yo, eso hace un hombre llorar, bro. That makes it, I know I'm not the only one, bro. That right there, bro, that feeling, if your kid asks you for something and you don't have it, yo, you get a pillow, you put it in your face, you want to scream, bro. Cause how I'm put myself in this position. You know what I'm saying? But it's like that, man. We go through a lot of, I don't think women understand that either, man. I'm gonna tell you, women, I've seen a lot of women, they know how to live broke. But men, we can't, bro. We can't. It's like, we can't. And the thing is that then when we have it, we want it, you see other, toma, mommy, Todo my hijo, friend, yo, you good? Yo, you good? Yo, my bro, you good? You good? And then you good, and you like. I think that's how we all, bro, as poor people, yo. I wouldn't even wish that on my. Yeah, man. Facts, bro. I wouldn't. That's why me. I'm not bad to know. Yo, I'm not like that. I'm cool. You don't know anybody's situation. You don't know who helps you in the end. You don't know, bro. You don't know. But you know, it's always good in a position for you to help people. You know what I'm saying? And it's always good always good in a position where it feels good for you to help people. And but also in a position where you just can't help everybody. And I think that's a culture within. I think that's a culture within people that have lived in poverty for, you know what I'm saying? Like we don't have it, and we act like we can help everybody out. Like we think we have it. When you over the hump, right? You have a certain amount of, that's when you really think that you could help everybody else. But in all reality, you can't help everybody. Not even the wealthy of all wealthies be helping everybody out. Think of it. What did they say? They said they said that what's the dude that owns X? What's the dude that owns X again? What's the dude that owns X? That he said, "Hey brother, have you heard of what Virgil dad said about Oscar?" Ooh, no, I didn't. What did he say? What did he say? Let me see. Ay, 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 ay. Ay, 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 ay. Ay, ay, ay. Let me see what he said. Let me see. Oscar Dada calls Virgil Ortiz ungrateful and tells Ed Hearn to stop crying over losing Conor Benn. Ooh. Let me see. I never expected this from Virgil. The Oscar De La Hoya reacting to ongoing lawsuit situation is shaking up. Man. Well, he said, what did Senior say? Oscar said, my son is ungrateful, huh? The only reason I haven't said anything is to keep disrespectful. Wait till I go live. I always remember when Virgil was sick, Oscar was nowhere to be found. No calls, nothing. So before you use the word ungrateful, look in the mirror. Ay, ay, ay. Oscar, oh, wow. Oh, man. Hey, yo, this live's going to keep on getting good, bro. Oh, man. Oh, man. Oscar said, my son is ungrateful. The only reason I haven't said anything is to keep this respectful. Oh, man. Let's see what Oscar has to say. Hold on.
Until the Lubin fight and everything was great, and I fortunate that I never expected this from Virgil Ortiz. Not in my wildest dreams, from signing him, and Eric Gomez, scouted him in the amateurs. And when he told me, wow, this Virgil Ortiz, trust me, is going to be the best guy out there. Obviously, I believe my guy, Eric Gomez. And so when we signed him, we were right. And we took him along until the Lubin fight, and everything was great. And I was texting him over the holidays, and then out of the blue. But, when you're ungrateful, I guess, that's the word I can use. When you're ungrateful.
Ay, 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 ay. Drama. Let me put the message up. Let me put the message up. Oh man, hey, there's the live. We're gonna keep on cooking this shit. We're gonna keep on cooking this. Let's keep on cooking this. Let's keep on. Give me a second. Hold on, folks. Just in, ladies and gentlemen, just in. Oscar Valdez, Oscar Valdez. Virgil Ortiz Sr. just tweeted, Oscar said, my son is ungrateful, huh? The only reason I haven't said anything is to keep this respectful. Wait till I go live. I'll always remember when Oscar was sick. Oscar was nowhere to be found, no calls, nothing. So before you use the word, so why do these guys come out when Virgil is sick and say that Golden Boy Promotions and all these guys always had their back? But also now Oscar was never there. But they paint this picture that Oscar was always there. Now we all in the limbo as boxing fans. So why did y'all lie and say that Oscar was, man, let's see if he went live. Let's see. We want to see Virgil Ortiz Sr. going live. Let's see. Let's see Virgil Ortiz Sr. is live. No, he hasn't gone live yet. Let me see. Oh, no. Hasn't gone live yet. Damn, man. All this. So, time out. So now is the time that y'all want to expose Oscar, but y'all was all good. But Virgil Ortiz in his last interview said he had no problem with Oscar. So now y'all saying, now y'all saying that Oscar was not loyal to y'all. So it took all of this. Time out. But if my son was sick and Oscar didn't call, then that loyalty would never be right there. I'd be like, yo, F y'all. Now y'all didn't care about my son when he was sick. Y'all didn't give a damn about nothing or whatever. Now, this is the thing that is whack in life. Is whack in life. In the sense of what y'all believe now. Oscar always in drama. Yeah, but it's weird though. Because all these guys always saying some great stuff about Oscar, but until they get in the position, so now Senior is saying that he wasn't there for his son. Why you ain't never said that before? Why you ain't said that publicly before? Why you ain't said when your son was sick that Oscar wasn't there at the time when he was sick? That's my question now. That's my question now. Damn, y'all sticking by somebody that wasn't there around when y'all was sick? Oh, let's try to do some research now then. So let's see what he said, what they said. Sick. Let's see. Crawford Anderson, Oscar always sends clear, man. I found no, because everything Virgil right before I went to the hospital at the point I thought my career. Let's see. Rehydration. Let's see when everything going on. Let's see. We do some research. It's been when the fight got postponed, I was let down. I was expecting my win. Just wasn't my year. I had to keep whatever. I was different, finding spots, eat, not doing the same thing, music, whatever. I want to know what he said. I want to know what he said about Oscar. I want to know what he said. Let me see. Because I know they be lying about contaminated meat over there. After healing from. Let me see. No. I want to go back. Let's see. After Rising Star had to put Ortiz, I talked to him. He's back home. He's feeling better. He's very unfortunate that it happened so close to the fight. He wasn't ready and looking forward. Okay, so this was a lie. Was this report a lie? I talked to him, Virgil Ortiz said. I talked to him, Virgil Ortiz said, Oscar De La Hoya, he's back home and he's feeling better. He's very unfortunate that it happened so close to the fight. He was ready and looking forward to it. Things happen, but we have to look forward to an amazing event. So let me say we have many young prospects who are looking about whatever, especially the main event. Everybody expecting the fight to be exciting. So was this a lie? Was this a lie that Oscar De La Hoya didn't speak to Virgil Ortiz? Because that's what his father is saying now. But reports had it. Virgil made his own plans clear when he no. Dude. I want to know. Virgil could return. Let's say let's see. Junior. Thanking. Because right now, all the stories that every time you click, Oscar the optimistic Virgil Ortiz, Sheriff 54, whatever, fight early, whatever, health, you have to take care of yourself and you have to put that first. We're taking the necessary steps to make sure that he is 100% come December. Ortiz health. I don't know. I'm not a doctor. I don't know exactly what happened. All I know is that he's a hard worker. He's a gym rat. All right. He's looking forward to fight out him, Kevin Crawford. Anyway, you should get Senior on here. I'll be like, I'm live right now. Shit. I'm live right now. Yeah, I'm gonna get let's forward Virgil T Senior that we here live, man. We here live, bro. Imagine not showing up to your fighter's big fights and nowhere to be found when he's sick while your best fighter kills himself to make you look good. To just be called ungrateful sounds he's upset he got caught or he's lying about the 60-40. Nah, they want to come out and talk, bro. I want to hear this. Oh, let's share all of this now. Let's share all of this. Now he's the devil now. Oh man, it was just good just a week ago. See, that's what it is, man. This is sick right here for because you don't know who's being real and who's being honest. If Oscar was doing this since the beginning, why did Virgil Ortiz said I never had a problem with Oscar? Now you have a problem with Oscar and everything they've done. See, I don't know who to trust, guys. Who to trust? Who y'all trust? Oscar and Eddie is sounding the same way. They're heartbroken, right? But now, fighters like this, to be honest, look what Oscar De La Hoya is saying. Fighters come and go. They got short careers, but he's a fighter as well. Computer role is not even a PED. You should get Senior on. Yo, for everybody forward with that Senior that he's live, that I'm live, man. Caso cerrado. I want to be caso cerrado today. Hey, yo, I want to be caso cerrado today. Hold on, give me a sec. Hold on. Punch on Box is going to be caso cerrado today. I want Virgil, Ortiz Sr. and Oscar de la Hoya front and center. I want Oscar de la Hoya, Virgil Ortiz Sr., Virgil Ortiz Jr., Rick, front and center to Caso Cerrado Punch on Boxing edition. Caso Cerrado. We're gonna handle this situation right now. Gonna know who's telling the truth, who's telling lies. Yeah. We want to know what's happening, bruh. We want to know what's happening. Because this right here smells like doo-doo, bro. Yo, what's going on in the sport of boxing with all these guys, man? It smells like doo-doo up in here, man. It smells like doo-doo up in here, bruh. What's going on, man? What's going on, man? Everybody's unraveling right now, bro. Everybody's unraveling. Now, all of a sudden, Oscar de la Hoya is the devil. Yeah, I know, Davo. I know that. Yeah, bro. He got caught. Sounds he's upset he got caught. Oh, and he's lying about the 60-40. So now he's the liar. Imagination. So which is the fighter that Oscar de la Hoya missed from Virgil Ortiz? Which is the big fight that he missed? All of a sudden, they're going on. That's what I'm saying. All of a sudden, they're going off. All of a sudden, I mean, where was this a month ago? Why didn't Virgil say this a couple of months ago in his interview with Akam Barak? That's like, yo, you know what this remind me of? You know what this remind me of? You know when I remember in this situation, I remember when I had my baby mama issues and shit like that with my first son, right? And she used to tell the world, bro, yo, I'm the greatest father. She wished that her father was like me. I'm the best father in the world. I'm this since day one. I take care of my kid. Yo, I've gotten hospitalized twice because when my kid, when he was younger, there was no babysitter. I would work and I would take care of him. Like people thought in the first 5 years of his life that they thought that he didn't even had a mother. That's how much I was with my son. Day, night, work, didn't sleep because I was a new father. So I'm like, when I had him in the morning and stuff like that, I didn't even want to take a nap. But I did not work. I went 4 days without sleeping good. Got hospitalized because of sleep, right? It's messing my inside, whatever. As soon as I don't want to be in this situation, as soon as we not an item. Yo, you don't want to be with me? I'm gonna take you to court. Then I'm the devil. If I'm not, it was like, if I'm not with her, then I'm gonna make your life a living hell. In those words, ladies and gentlemen, those words, if you're not with me, I'm gonna make your life a living hell. I'm the greatest dad when I put in a position in a situation where I could still, I'll fuck with you. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, we can mess and stuff, but I really don't want to be in a relationship. You know what I'm saying? Like, we had this cat of wedlock, but I don't want to be in a relationship, whatever. But then, if that's it, yo, now I don't want to deal with you. Let's just be friends. The let's just be friends is like saying the worst insult you could tell somebody. The let's be friends phrase that you tell a girl that you don't want to be with, or even vice versa. Let's be friends. Oh my God, that is like the biggest curse. Like a betrayal. They look at this like a betrayal. Now, then we go, I'm the worst dad in the world. I want sole custody and all like this. Diablo. And that's how it looks right now. So now Virgil teasing his dad. Oscar did the whole years all of this. He did all of this for me. And hey, yo. Virgil T. Sr. said that Oscar was there when he most needed. He did say that in the past. So I want to know what happened, bro. I want to know. What was this devil move that Oscar has done to Virgil to make these guys go into this route? I want to know. I want details, bro. I want the tea. Just like they said, I want the tea. Withdraws. Let me see. Damn, man, that was gonna be a good fight. That was gonna be an upset, though. I think that Oscar. I think Duarte was gonna beat Richard Hitchens. I think so. He just ain't look right. Franchon fell pretty hard. Is this fight still going to happen? Clarissa just trying to get out the fight. Diabolical. It was crazy, bro. After commotion, Franchon was on the ground. Yeah, man. She got an excuse now. If Franchon Crew de Jean pulls out of this fight, if I was, that would be and that would land on Clarissa Shields for pushing her. Punch, you calling the fight? I don't know, man. Maybe. But I gotta have dinner first. I gotta have dinner first. They had the press conference in the day. Yo, man, this is looking ugly right here. Will Hitchens be strip punch? Not if he was sick. No, not if he was sick. Because he made weight. He made weight. If he couldn't make the weight, or it was that he made the weight in the morning and just got sick and couldn't. But he looked in that. I got, what's the details? Did he make the next day weigh-in? If he made the next day weigh-in, he could. I don't think they'll strip him. He just was too sick to fight. Sometimes the proteins and iron doesn't. Man, that's crazy. Conor not gonna have a good fight, or nobody gonna watch him. Everybody gonna watch Conor. All they gotta do is do a show. Let me say it like this: Conor Benn is in great precision, just like Vergil Ortiz in great precision. Conor Benn could have easily said to look, it's only a one-fight deal. It's only a one-fight deal. It's $15 million. Eddie Hearn is a businessman. As a matter of fact, if Eddie Hearn is emotional, Barry Hearn, his father, say, stop being emotional, son, bruv. This is boxing. This is business. All right? You going to sign, if he's a free agent, we're going to sign Conor Benn. And then we got a potential fight with Conor Benn, or maybe Virgil Ortiz or Conor Benn, or Josh Kelly or Conor Benn versus Goose Ennis. Come on, that's a one-fight deal. Eddie Hearn should just keep his cool and say, you know what? I understand this move is a one-fight deal. We could still do business, but this is the business. But these guys are letting these promoters know, like, nah, man, don't love these fighters. Don't have affiliation. Don't be friends with these fighters. You know what I'm saying? A lot of guys ain't gonna be Anthony Joshua, but Anthony Joshua has every right that if he's a free agent to walk away. At the end of the day, these guys put their life on the line. You can't get mad. You're not putting your life on the line. You putting your money on the line, and also now y'all using somebody else's money, so y'all can't get mad. Y'all can't get mad at these fighters, especially you can't get mad at Conor Benn. Conor Benn is a free agent. Conor Benn is a free agent. I don't understand this loyalty or no. If you're a free agent, you're a free agent. We see this in every sport. We seen basketball players free agent. We seen, and guess what? What these teams do? They trade them. They cut them. You know what I'm saying? They give it. So it happens in sports. Fighters come and go like players come and go. You know what I'm saying? LeBron James left Cleveland. He came back to Cleveland. You know what I'm saying? Kevin Durant left Oklahoma. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes they don't do right by the players and it happens. This is sports. But if you're a free agent and you walk out and you go to the next, you're not this like you're not. Look at Jeremy Lin. Jeremy Lin, if it wasn't for the Knicks, he never would have had that insanity. He was a free agent. He went to Houston Rockets. That's it. What? James Dolan gonna be like, yo, you unloyal? You unloyal. Coaches get it. And when they're a free agent, coaches go to another team. Right? Coaches in college, they go to somewhere else. This is business. What does Eddie Hearn mean? Look, I'm good with Conor Benn making that move. I'm good with Richardson Hitchens making the move and when he became a free agent, whatever, he wanted to go and do business with Turki Alalshikh straight up, Edgar Berlanga, all that stuff. Now, I don't the situation with Virgil Ortiz and Golden Boy Promotions, that's ugly to me. That's ugly to me. Virgil Ortiz, well, you would have sued. See, put it this way. If Eddie Hearn and Matchroom Boxing would have never presented the 3-fight deal to Virgil Ortiz, would Virgil Ortiz and his father say what they're saying now about Oscar De La Hoya? I want to know. That's the question I want to ask them. Also, now Oscar De La Hoya was not there when y'all was sick. Didn't get a call. No show. He's a liar. Okay, so if it wasn't for Matchroom Boxing offering you, it didn't offer you that deal, the 3-fight deal, would you have said everything you're saying now about Oscar De La Hoya? That he wasn't there for you and all of that stuff and blah, 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 blah. Now is that. I think Oscar De La Hoya has every right to feel, damn, y'all suing me, unloyal, disloyal. What the hell's happening? What y'all feel? What up, Truck? Let me see if he say something. Haven't said nothing. All right. Ready? Really? Bro, he stood by y'all through 3 cancellation. What the fuck y'all talking about, man? For real. Just stop the cap and dip to Sufa and win the WWF belt. Really. Tell him to show you his call logs and text how they stood by us. Not a effing call or text before you comment. Next time, your son is where he's at because of Golden Boy. Don't bite the hand that feeds you. My son is there because he's the good and could have signed with anyone. Ooh. So he could have signed with anybody now. This is not what was said, my brother. You see, I'm going to tell you, folks, there's certain things when I'm not going to say exactly what was said, but let me tell you like this, my brother Virgil. You said the opposite. You told me personally the opposite of what you're tweeting. Virgil Sr., this was you just in December. Eddie can say what he wants trying to save face. For the last 2 declines, you can pull one over your guys, but not our manager. You're going to cost everyone the fight. Go back and negotiate in good faith. In the words of your people. You know what I'm saying? That was y'all just in December. Y'all was against Eddie, and now because Matchroom, when the money talks, when the $20 million, now we want Matchroom. But this was y'all talking about Eddie in December. Not even a clear 2 months. Yo, this boxing should be weird, bro. So why resign with Oscar then if he was not there, right? Yeah. Yeah. Hold on. Let's wait a minute. Wait a minute. Come on, man. So Virgil T. Sr. says to somebody, they ask him, your son is where he's at because of Golden Boy. Don't bite the hand that feeds you. Virgil T. Sr. replies, my son is there because he's the good and could have signed with anyone's ass. I think that's what he means. All right, let's see when y'all resign. Okay. Ortiz. All right. Okay. February. No. February 2026. One. No. It's all these stuff is coming like, what was the year that he resigned? What's the year that he resigned? You better go look at. What's the year that the Virgil resigned with? Hold on. We could go back. Let's go back. Let's go back because I know they got put. Let's go back. Let's go back. Son was forced to withdraw from his fight due to it. Luckily for us, I know my son so well. I could. Yeah, we gonna. Goldable Promotions. You put the Goldable Promotions. All right. Let's see. Let's see. Acts, don't believe anything unless it comes out of our own mouth. Where there is exactly. Give me a second. All right. Let's see. Let's do a little bit of research here. Nobody copy box. When did they resign? When they resign? I mean, he reposted a lot of stuff from Oscar de la Hoya. Like it was all good just a week ago. Let's see. Let's go back. This is the first time we hear that Oscar was not there, right? First time. Or were they just trying to like play it like Since we're signed with them, let's just be nice to them. And again, I like Virgil T. I'm a Virgil T's fan as well, man. But I'm also a fan of what they had. He resigned May 2024. Yeah. May 2024. Let's see. Okay. Yeah. June 11th, Virgil Ortiz posted, I am very pleased to announce I have signed another multi-year contract with Golden Boy Boxing. Great things on the way. So good. Okay. All right. All right. Was happy to sign. There you go. Right. Nice. Okay. Okay. And I was happy. I was happy, bro. Well deserved. They said they couldn't sign that. They could have signed anywhere. This was after he was sick, right? This was after he was sick, right? Or before. I'm gonna repost this one. Hey, yo, watch my repost. After. This sound was after he got sick, right? He was sick 2022 and every sign would go to book 2 years later, right? One question. If Matchroom never offered 3-fight deal, million reported would sign last interview praised Oscar. Virgil said he'd be saying what they would Virgil's 16 million as reported would they him and Barrio sick. This resign was after he got sick, in which Virgil Ortiz Sr. now say that Oscar was nowhere to be found, and they could have signed anywhere in his latest tweet. Sign in his latest tweet. What's going on? One question I have of with everyone involved. For everyone involved, if Matchroom never offered a 3-fight deal, 16-20 million as a reporter, would they say would see character? Virgil T's last interview praised Oscar. So what happened, folks? There you go. I want to see they're gonna be proud of me now. I want to see, folks. It's getting dirty out here, folks. It's getting filthy out here in the sport of boxing. A lot of I love you and I hate you. Oh, now they got the 3-fight deal on the table. Matchroom Boxing, $16-20 million deal. And now Oscar De La Hoya is the devil. Oscar De La Hoya is the guy that was not there when he got sick. Oscar De La Hoya didn't show up to the fight. Oh, my God. Wow. We wouldn't know how money exposes everything. It takes money. It takes money. Does it take money to expose everything now? That's what it is. Damn, that's sad, bro. That is sad. I'm rocking with you, but if somebody offered me money and you wasn't there for me, you threw that mierda, you don't eat shit. Why ain't side one Matchroom Boxing? Anybody would have wanted Virgil Ortiz 2024. Why sign with Golden Boy Promotions? Why? Why sign with them? How much you want to bet? Like I'm already thinking about this. You know what they're gonna say? You know what? Watch. Because it has nothing to do with Oscar. Everybody else in Golden Boy Promotion is very, very good, right? This is what I'm gonna say. They're gonna give props to Eric Gomez. We love Eric Gomez and we love everybody in Golden Boy Promotions. The issue is Oscar, because that's the scapegoat all the time. Since Oscar De La Hoya told the world that he was on cocaine in the past and he had the Victoria's Secret garment, anybody could come out and say, oh, Oscar's not this and Oscar's not that. But I never hear that while they in contracts, not in contract, while they getting pushed and they getting in the limelight and they start making money, until they become attractive to everyone else and everyone is throwing money at them more than the money that they're getting in the place that they're in. Now Oscar is the devil. Oscar is unloyal. Oscar didn't show up. Oscar don't care. Oscar don't this. It should remind me like a relationship, bro. Yo, just cause, baby, just cause you want to go with the next, that doesn't mean I was a shitty guy. And that doesn't mean I'm not a good father. You just wanted to go with somebody else que tenía más dinero and is willing to buy you a new sets of titties and ass. Yeah. Pero yo no era malo. ¿Verdad? I'm not a bad guy. Right, folks? That's like if you want a chick and you're a good dude. Trabajaduro. You're a construction worker. You're a janitor. Pero trabajaduro. And a great father. But there's another guy there. And then she got to work too a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Help around. But there's another guy that tiene dinero. Bacano. Y también got time que le dé. Yankee. Sells you a dream. Wow. Him working as a janitor, nunca vamos a llegar. Vamos a irnos de aquí. Because in the end of the day, I always say that boxing translates to life itself. In all reality, everybody should think like these fighters. Imagine if everybody thinks like that. Because we all got, just like, folks, just like they say that you got one career in the sport of boxing is a short career, it's a short life too. It's a short life too. Maybe we need to implement the mindset of a fighter with us because we fight out here. It's just a whole different type of fight. It's not a fight in the ring. But maybe if people do think like Conor Benn, if people do think like that, Virgil, you know what? If you find something better, just go and leave your woman. You find something better. Yeah, they're all right. But find something better. You only got one life to live. Just like these fighters who only got one career. You only got one life. Right? Put yourself in a better situation. It's not loyal, it's your life. You're loyal to your life. How about that? Nobody is disloyal. They are loyal to their own. And that's good enough. That's good enough. But yo, later on, we're going to go live. Go and do the fight. Ryan Garcia versus Mario Barrios. Richard Sahiz is not going to be fighting Oscar Duarte, man. Oscar Duarte was going to get a payday, man. I feel sorry for him and his team. These fighters need to stop messing up other people's payday. If you're not ready to make the weight, man, just leave, man. Just leave. Because you effing other people's payday and opportunities. But we're going to go live later on. Y'all already know it's Punch on Boxing. Love you. God bless. And on to the next.